Hello, not Proyet. How are you doing this evening? And hello, Togepi. How are you? Glad to hear that you're doing fine now, Proyet. That's always good. I saw some of the things you got for Christmas. That's very exciting. All right, let me take Slowpoke down. We're about 3 minutes in. Hi there. Happy Boxing Day, Nick. How are you? And don't worry, I won't let people forget. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that Christmas was nice, Nick. That's wonderful. Did you get anything interesting? Which Pokemon generation am I dressed for, Monfocado? Do tell me. I love this jacket. So much. And I gotta wear the trousers to match. What else are you gonna do? Gen 1, black and white. Or Gen 5 for that matter. Let me get this zipper just a hair higher, get the line correct. There we go, that's nice. Pikmin 3. I should have put that on my list. I didn't. And are you going to use the ornaments for anything in particular, Nick? Should I have sunglasses? Probably not. It would make my life much harder, but I think it would be cute. All right. Oh, we're at 5 minutes already. Ooh, exciting. What manner of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff? Games, cards? All of the above? All right, let me switch my headphones to the actual game itself. Art, hello, how you doing? You collect ornaments. That's delightful. You know, I feel like that's something I should do. Or something adjacent to it. You know, I feel like Fred gets lonely back there. I should have ornaments that represent, like, people. That would be cute. And Art, I'm doing real good. As you might be able to tell by my outfit, I had a wonderful Christmas. This shoulder, it's a little fold. There we go. I love this jacket. I really do. Dual zippers is a game changer. If I wanted to, I can make myself look like a PS5. It's great. Gotta love the vintage packs. That's wonderful. I'm so glad. And thank you, Art. Alrighty. So, last time I beat Maylene somehow, and we did some Pokemon training that allowed me to then train my Pokemon up to level 41. So sort of boosting ahead of where we had been stuck lately. Now, I have a number of Pokemon that need to evolve, and so that's what we're going to take care of at the start of the episode. And so we're just going to zip zop zoobity bop back to Veilstone and get on to that. The Red Eyes Black Dragoon. Someone mentioned that the other way. It might have been you, Nick, but that it's a quite good card. Avocado, no need. I asked for Skittles and I didn't get any, but I got a lot of nice other candy. And chocolate things, which, you know, I don't normally eat chocolate because most of it I can't. And so it was nice. It was really nice. Disgusting. Disgusting good or disgusting bad? Alright, so in all my training between Monday and today, I have been beating up this guy with all the grass and bug types so much. I'm serious when I say, like, I've probably fought him 200 or 300 times to get all of my Pokemon from like level 33 or thereabouts up to what level they are now. Except for Gravy Brock. I can't bother with it. Look, Mofakata, if I've created a villain in doing this, it was worth it. Sorry, hold on. Almost forgot. Before we really get started, let me switch the channel points redemptions so the Pokemon ones are active. That's important. And Josh, welcome! I would be afraid of an Arceus in attack mode. Boop, boop, doo, doo, doo. Okay. Boop, shaboop, shaboop. Boppity bop. Bippity, boopity. Boppity, bip bop. Bangarang. And done. There we go. Was I crushing his dreams and aspirations? Well, I think his dreams and aspirations could have been to lose 200 or 300 consecutive battles. That makes sense to me. So yeah, no, I'm gonna say I fulfilled them. You know what they say, 10,000 hours of practice and you become an expert in something. 10,000 hours of loss for this guy, he's going to be a master at losing. Fort Condor, that minigame, Nutprey, isn't actually, like, important, so you can just, you can skip it. You don't have to do it. Am I gonna complete Rowan's decks? I don't know. That seems like a lot, if I'm honest. So, Awu, is actually, obviously Awu's very ready to evolve. But Awu's the one who I'm actually going to wait just a hair longer, and why I'm going to train Awu first. Oh, come on. I know you want to fight me. You fought me so much already. Because... oh, Josh, thank you for the host. Because Houndour learns Flamethrower at level 43. Ooh, Nick, that is nice. Yeah, I put Ponyta in the daycare because I feel like Ponyta has gotten enough out of daycare training so that it has enough EVs to mess around with. And so I'm not so worried about it getting sort of under the stat curve. Alright, let's do this, shall we? There are a number of Pokemon that I actually gave a little bit of time in the daycare. Bibarel is also included in that lot, because Bibarel, I am done training it. I don't care anymore. But I still want it to be of useful level because it's going to be in my party half the time. So I need to make sure that it's not too weak. Anyways. Essentially I've been running a physical Houndour, which is, like, suboptimal, but fine, because it's brave. So this Houndour / Houndoom will be a better mixed attacker than normal Houndours and Houndooms. That said, I am very much looking forward to actually having, attacks. Ooh! Ooh, ooh, ooh! Don't do that. Don't think I didn't see that. why. I'm gonna hope it's fine. Keeping an eye on you. Josh, what game is it? Tropius is also the star of one of my favorite clips from this year. Yeah, it seems to be my end. There are... here, let me X out some more things. I'll decrease the load as much as possible. Stop Discord, stop that. I have to leave Excel open, but I can close Chrome. Alright, I'm down to sort of bare minimums. And it may be someone else in the house is doing something, in which case I can go and have a brief chat with them, asking them to relinquish control. But this should help. We caught it early. There we go. Ooh, Josh, you might check on eBay. eBay usually has relatively good deals on DS games. You just have to be wary of not incorrect, but illegitimate vendors. Nick, from your description, it really sounds like one of those cards that would have just been completely ruled out of the metagame. Oh, please, don't... Come on. Okay, let me check something. I can check, you know, who's using the internet at my house, and what they're doing, and how much they're doing. No? That's not good. Okay. Here's what's up. I'm gonna give this just a moment. I'm gonna give it a chance to fix itself. Because I don't want to have to restart everything. But it seems like I'm the only one who's really using stuff. Yeah, I know it's still watchable. Like, I know I'm not dropping that much. But I'm dropping more than I would like, is the thing. More than I typically deem acceptable. That's annoying. Wait a second. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Rockblock, sure. Gravy Brock, the Geodude we caught last time, I truly intend not to train, but I still want it to be, you know, evolved. And I'm getting rid of a self-destruct because no. I mean, it can drop 1,000 frames a second, Josh. You, like, if you're streaming, like, 120 frames a second, that's like, you know, you're getting beyond what can be, you know, perceived. You can't stream 1,000 frames a second. That's some kind of ridiculous. And you know what could also be? It could also be Twitch. Their servers could be having all sorts of mess. Because, look, I've said it before, I'll say it again. The website's held together with duct tape and hot glue, and those are not good internet, you know, network, you know, computer network creation components. They don't make for good, you know, systems. They make for fine vents and ducts. But, you know, normally you'd want, you know, wires. Okay. You are not evolving. I refuse to allow this yet. One more level, then you may. You, on the other hand, you can evolve. And yeah, Nick, honestly, it sounds like you had a wonderful time with your friends' gifts, and so that is excellent in my book. Aside from this ensemble, I did get stop that. I did get some other things. I got some books. I got Spider-Man for PS4 because I had wanted it for a long time but never purchased it for myself. And so, and then a bunch of other practical stuff, you know, stuff to like trim my mustache. I'm not kidding. I got like 3 different boxes of shaving goods. I only asked for new razors, but I'll take all of it. And yeah, Nick, yeah. I'm Gravy Brock's done. Really, Mofocata? What do you get? I've been collecting. I asked for a couple books off of the New York Times. I asked for a couple books off of the New York Times top 100 books of the year list. So I was very excited to get them. Oh! So the real early stuff, Nick, I see. Songbooks. Hello, Ryan, and Mihan, thank you for the host. You're coming at a time where my internet is grumpy and I'm mad about it. But I can't do anything. It's like, this is one of those where I just have to sit it out, hope it fixes itself with some, you know, with reasonable timing. It's not so bad to cut it. And it's not something that I have any more levers to pull to fix. So we're just gonna go. Man, I feel like you've donated almost everything towards Randomized Route Redo. You're the one who's pushing for that one the most. Okay. So I also have Machop and Boyance who need to evolve before we properly move on. But I leveled up Gregory, Crobatman, Radagast, Otis, Thomas, Keisha, Ilessa, Eigengrau, Cynthia, Spiritero, Pikachu, Rizzo, Tuxedo Rose, and Mulan. Togepi, if that works, you're a legend. I'm gonna watch it. 3254, that's where we're at in terms of frame drops right now. We'll see if that fixed it. And so, yeah, I've got 3 Pokemon that I need to evolve, and once I get a Shiny Stone, I'll have to decide between Serpentera and Tuxedo Rose, but I'm probably gonna pick Tuxedo Rose, let's be honest. Serpentera is actually not bad to use as is, even though it has sort of pitiful attack. Its solid defenses make it actually pretty practical in a Nuzlocke scenario. Anyways, let's get a woo. And Machop while we're here, actually, because they're both fire types, and which means I can just continue to beat up this guy. Ryan, no, that was Vasco da Gama. But you're forgiven for the mistake. Columbus, of course, you know, he went out a little late. He went out in 3258. Josh, that would be quite something. And Pokemon would never let us have that because they want us to keep playing their games forever. And so because shiny hunting has become a thing, they'll make ways to make it a little easier to keep you interested, but they'll never let you stop. And just remember, everyone, Columbus is coming. But this, I mean, I need not remind you, we all went to elementary school. But seriously, I've gotten so used to this guy's, like, this guy's lineup, as well as the Wormadam lady. I battled her a lot, and then there's a sidekick that's just below them that I was using for some of my other Pokemon that aren't as naturally suited to beating up grass and bug types. Thankfully, Houndour is perfect for it. And having a Houndoom that knows Flamethrower, perfect just ahead of Pastoria. Yeah, motherfucker, why? Why on earth were you being asked that? Because it's not like Columbus was the first explorer. You should have studied Leif Erikson. You should have to know what year he went, not what year Columbus went. Yeah, there are 2 shiny stones, one on Route like 228 and one on Route 210. Wait, I need to use the dowsing app to get it? Can I already? Because if I can do it now, I'll go back. I think Choppy History is wonderful, Multicarta. Also, by the way, y'all, this Croagunk doesn't have dry skin, so the Fire-type moves aren't particularly effective against it. It just has bad defenses. If I may, just have a quick moment with my desktop computer. Oh, Mr. Computer, if you would please get your expletive together, I would appreciate that immensely. Because as of right now, you're having a time. I get it. I understand. I sympathize, but fix it. Anyways. I can get one already. Well, shoot, let's do that after we get Houndoom. And Rapidash. Yeah, I'll get Float Cell later. Because there are a couple trainers that I have to clear out on the route just before Pastoria. And so we're going to have to go back for that. Okay, Udoke. Did that work? Sometimes I wonder if there are, like, key phrases that my computer just needs to hear. Because sometimes it really does seem like it sorts itself out, not on the basis of, like, any actual changes to the IT infrastructure of my home, but rather just because I start shouting at it. This is how I work all the time. You think I'm joking. How much do I... How many... Yeah, I'll fight Wormadam Lady. This'll do. So Nick, I believe, Togekiss has better overall defense. Yes, Togekiss and Roserade are both special attackers. Obviously different type coverage. Yeah. I think Roserade's the better one to go for first, though. Because again, Togetic is usable right now. Whereas Roselia is verging on essentially too fragile to continue using even when overleveled. One critical hit away from being taken down entirely. Yeah. No, Togekiss definitely has a bit more bulk. Look, man. Look. I've got this jacket now. European accents are just gonna start jumping out. Because I'm just trying to look like someone in 1980s Europe who is skiing. That's my whole vibe. That's what my hair is. That's what my jacket is. Those are my trousers. What else am I gonna do? Ah, right, Togepi. Alright, I can still... I gotta be careful not to sacrifice too many Fire Fangs on, protect, because I need Fire Fang for Steel Wormadam, so I'll just use Feint Attack. So does it have Natural Cure? I haven't checked. But Natural Cure is helpful, especially for longevity. Hustle. Got Hustle. Huh. Well, we'll figure all this out. There we go. That's why I waited. Yes. Forget a move, please. I'm gonna get rid of Beat Up. Beat Up is honestly useless. What am I thinking of? Serene Grace. Is that what I'm thinking of? Alright. Let's burn this bug. Let's get ourselves a Houndoom. Hustle is one that I don't often use. Is Steel Wormadam more stylish than me? Because if so, that burning was doubly necessary. Oh, let me show y'all, while we continue the evolution party. Yeah, Serene Grace is the one that I meant. Okay. Oh, woo! So, because of this jacket being essentially, double zippered, this is not going to have as much effect since I'm sitting down, but I can essentially, I can turn it into a completely different looking jacket by opening it up, changing the styling. Oh, also it has a black inside but white outside hood. It's pretty kickin'. It's a pretty awesome piece of fabric. There we go. Look at him. It's Houndoom. Yeah. I remember dealing with Serene Grace Togekisses in Gen 5 competitive play. Oh my heavens. Yeah, a bit. A bit like an Absol. Let me raise that up a bit. I also love the turtleneck on it. There is just so much in the styling of this that I adore. That's ready. Now then, let's get a Rapidash. I really should have, amended my self rules so that I could evolve Pokemon off air, but no. No. Avocado, with my hair the length that it is right now, I can essentially, I can do hair like Absol has, where half of it is just covering half of my face. I could make myself look very scary, which would be fun. All right. Oh, would you please? I really... It's like they know. It's like they know what I'm trying to do. What makes you think I don't already have a Togepi? I mean, I don't, but what makes you think? This is me you're talking to. There we go. Now, if someone wouldn't mind telling me, the Barry round that we have coming up, that will be against Barry, outside the Pastoria gym, does he still have 4 Pokemon, or does he now have 5? I won't ask what the Pokemon are, because obviously I'm going to have to just deal with that. I'll pick a team of however many I have access to, and play it by ear therein. But I do want to know roughly what I'm going up against. Well, I need to know. Sorry, I've been... I don't know if anyone else does this. I've been doing this a lot lately, where I'll start a sentence, I'll get halfway through thinking about it, and then my brain will autocomplete with words that make a logically coherent thought, but not the one that I was originally trying to articulate, after which I have to then go and amend the second half of the sentence in order to make it correct and complete. Rather than just, slightly slowing down my speaking, and giving the right proclamation in the first place. Thank you. Thank you, Togepi. With 4 Pokemon, I think Mulan. I feel like Mulan is going to start taking a slot on a lot more of the teams, because Steel Psychic is really good typing, and I can use that to skirt around a lot of trouble. Maybe Cynthia. Where is Yanma even to be caught? Is it like Route 212? I don't know where you find it. I also didn't train that Lickitung. Great Marsh. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna do the Great Marsh. Do I have to? Do I have to get Surf there? Ba-boom. Oh, Slav, hello! Heyo! How you doing, Slav? Enjoy your night. Thank you so much for popping in and throwing a host. I appreciate it immensely. Yeah, alright. Now then. The Great Marsh is one of those try your patience areas. Oh, one of the other things that I did between episodes, which I should mention, is I went to the mines. And I got myself a number of heart pieces. So I may start switching around the movesets of my team a bit more. But, for the moment, let me start switching around and actually, you know, getting the Pokemon in this roster that I want. You know, Serpentera's been here as essentially a babysitter because it knows Fly. But now I can actually pick the Pokemon that I like. Not that I don't like Serpentera. Anything other than shards, fabulous. All right, a Woo gets slopped. Oh, we need to go get that shiny stone. Thank you for the reminder, me. Machop goes in backup. And Poyonce will get evolved. I need Serpentera back. Deal with Barry in a minute. Give me Rizzo. Give me Mulan. Give me Cynthia. And I'll probably round out... I'll probably round out with Roserade. Togepi, some are better than others. I do think the Hoenn Safari Zone is not. I think the Hoenn Safari Zone is just fun. Nicely small, good amount of items, and a range of Pokemon that aren't found anywhere else. And Phanpies. I think post Elite Four, but still Phanpies. Alright. So I can douse somewhere around here. Oh yeah, the customizable Safari Zones. That was quite a concept, and then they just never brought back the Safari Zone ever again after that. They were like, no, we've perfected it, we're done. I don't know if that was actually like the best version of Safari Zone. I enjoyed it when I got to play around with it. Okay, so around here somewhere? I could have just walked. I probably should have went the other way on the applications. Oh well. You're sure it's in this part of the route? Near the bird woman, so her up there. No, I'm not seeing it, but I can walk. I'm beginning to get the feeling that I've been sent on a wild goose chase. Oh? It's near the honey tree. Yeah, it took a, well, I mean, that's more likely for me to remember, in fairness. Alright, so down by the honey tree. A little to the left. Why is it not showing up on the thing? Aha! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Oh no. Okay, well I'm gonna use that on Buoyance. Get that done. Well, how much is it gonna take to level up Buoyance? No, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna wait for that. That's too much. We're gonna make this float cell happen now. I can train all I like off air. Use the rare candies to do the stuff that I don't wanna. There we go. Buoyance. Which, by the way, this is a like a special attack focused Floatzel. It's weird. Its special attack is better than its physical attack. I don't like that. But I've dealt with it. There we go. Boyance is now Floatzel. Okay, doke. So it wasn't here. I mean, the rare candy's nice and all. I bet you it's up there. I bet you that's where it is. Because that place is like, you know, you wouldn't go there normally. Really? No? You're kidding me. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it wasn't accessible to me yet. So Iron Island. I have to wait until Iron Island. Because I think I think Iron Island is, before I get Rock Climb. And that's fine. That's fine. You know what? We came here, we got a rare candy. That saved me some time. And now what we get to do is we get to do some showcasing for the Pokemon that have been recently leveled. Oh, Toby, please. No need to apologize. Yeah, so, I mean, that's coming up. If we don't do that this time, we'll do it next. Yes, they do. Monfocata. I kind of like it, though. It's sort of like the way Sonic levels are designed, where you can run fast if you want to, but almost always if you're too greedy in sort of soaring free, you're going to run into a monster that was very strategically placed to be a thorn in your side, to be a burr in your rump. Okay. I need 4 Pokemon for the berry. Alright. So, I think instead of Tuxedo Rose... Oh my heavens! Hello! Welcome! Hello, Eric, how are you? How is RPG night? Welcome to anyone who's coming along with Eric's raid. I'm Maximin, playing Pokemon Platinum tonight. Radkanos, welcome on in. If you haven't already checked out Eric Barkman, you absolutely should. RPG night was good. So glad to hear it. I know you always have, like, something, I know, since it's Star Wars based, something interesting that happened that flies completely by my head, given that I'm not, immensely invested in the Star Wars series. But, that said, if you got something you want to share, please, by all means. I love to hear it, even if, half the words make no sense. Okay. Yeah, I think... I kind of want to test out my new Houndoom. That's what I want to do. I feel like that's the choice. I feel like Barry won't know what hit him. And yeah, for those of you coming in, we are just about to do a rival battle. Thank you, Ryan. I cannot take credit for Awu, though. Wait. Does that mean everyone was doing the voice? And then, like, they were doing, like... I'm gonna try. It's not gonna go right. I'm gonna try. They're all doing the grrr, grrr. It's not bad. And then like, you know, parenthetically saying what they meant to say. Mostly weren't. Oh, too bad. Alright, we'll lead off with Ewu. And I want to check its stats. Yeah, now that it's evolved, it's still very much a mixed attacker. But that's not bad. It means, like, Feint Attack will actually do nice damage. It's about as good as Fire Fang. Flamethrower will obviously be the best. But this is, I don't mind mixed attacker Houndoom. And its defenses aren't terrible. It can survive a hit, so long as it's not super effective. All right, let's do this, shall we? There it is. Whoops! I'm not gonna plow into you every time we meet. So, how's it going, Thomas? Buffing up your Pokemon, eh? I'll test you and your Pokemon out to see how buff and tough you are. Staravia. Also, that's level 34. I'm glad I did a lot of training between episodes. But a Staravia, I feel relatively comfortable taking on a Staravia. Cause I can cook that bird. Okay. He throws in Prinplup. I throw in... But it has horns, and that's better, Mafukata. Prinplup, I think, is still just water. I'm starting a restaurant. Look, I had a fried Staravia of my own. So look, I've already got, you know, I've got the meats. Yeah, I mean, any of my Pokemon are... I mean, Rizzo will obviously resist. And Rizzo knows Body Slam. We'll use Rizzo. Rizzo also learned Muddy Water, which I'm going to replace it with Surf at the next possible point. Ooh, right. Water regularly affects. That was a critical hit, though. I think I'm fine. Yeah. At such point, my ground-type attacks would be much better suited. And this should be an Empoleon, but it's not, because Barry's a bad trainer or something. Okay. If the max this thing can do is like 50, I'm in fine shape. Just dough with mustard? No! No, 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 no! I do like the concept, though. I feel like it sounds quite cute. It's like those little, Would you not?! Oh, you're kidding me! Did I miscalculate? What happened? Mm. Well, it was a critical hit the first time. And the first time it did less than 50. I still have an extra life in my pocket. I can save it. I'm just mad. Hi, Nade. Okay, Cynthia. Consume his soul. I mean, seriously, like, eat him. You came in at a time. Yeah, I know I still have that extra life. I have it on the spreadsheet. No. I don't know. I don't know that much about, you know, Stockard Channing's acting history, but I don't know if she's ever died in any of her productions. Well, this became much more annoying. Alright. Alright, Mulan. If you would please. Thank you, Nate. I'm gonna need an extra one at this point. I came into this all cocky. I was like, oh yeah, I trained my Pokemon up good. I'm gonna be fine. How was my Christmas? My Christmas was great. Terrific, truly. It was a really lovely day. Very relaxing. We did presents. We did presents at first with my grandparents on Zoom, where we opened the ones that they sent us. And then we did just our family presents after that. So yeah, all around really lovely time. Would have been nice to have a Gastrodon for this! I still do have a zombie. It's gonna use a fire type move, so I'm gonna just send an Aloop. Mulan's got a great, I mean, would it be a tramp stamp? Probably. I probably got like the most unlucky damage range on that crit possible for that to happen. That is one of those, he rolled a nat 20 twice to make that happen. I'm gonna watch that back. And I'm gonna see what happened. And Gastrodon is so good. I am going to, I'm gonna eat the extra life. I want to keep it. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at, Nick. Hey, yeah, maybe you did get a bit tougher since last time. That even shocked me a bit, so yeah. I got beat because I was careless. Oh yeah, I joined Mr. Wake as an apprentice. Like, I want my own theme song. Cool. Whatever, bye. Alright. That's my extra life gone. Donate towards it again if you want me to apparently keep Gastrodon alive when it inevitably dies again. I can't believe this. Well, you know, these things happen. I'm sure that doesn't portend any difficulty with Wake. And here's the good thing. Even if and when I have someone who will actually die. Oh, Togepi, that sounds amazing. I feel like the food in Pokemon always looked pretty good. Like the jelly donuts. But no, for real. I feel like so much of the food was just like, oh, I've never seen something like that. That looks so cool. So Wake has 3 Pokemon, just like everyone up until, well, that was the other girl. But yeah, Rizzo's still alive, and she's, Rizzo has now seen the beyond up close and personal as to justify the face that she constantly makes. I forgot that Rizzo was in it. But you know what, yeah. So, we now have 2 zombies. Our lovely Pikachu and now Rizzo. Alright. Elessa, you're coming to the party. Tuxedo Rose, you're coming. And Eigengrau. Alright. And Cynthia, you can go away for the moment. I should have brought Eigengrau to begin with. Eigengrau is just a good all-purpose pivot against anything except fighting and bug types. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to bring excuse me. I'm supposed to bring a sacrifice. A potential sacrifice. You know what? Well, I'm gonna go through the gym first, and I'm gonna see what y'all choose to redeem right before I face Wake. Because that will shape what whether or not I even bring Roselia, truly. Because if I can't use grass type attacks, I can't use Roselia. Well, I guess I could use Toxic. And Prey. Wait. Tugby. You're telling me there's a hot cross bun, in which case the cross is a Yamper's patoot? Because you know what? I'm not surprised. I'm not even disappointed. I'm just where I'm at. If Wake has a Gyarados, then yeah, I could use Tuxedo Rose. That also sounds like a lot of fun to fight. Alright, but first I've got to actually deal with the gym itself. And so having my grass and electric types will be advantageous. Because really, I'm gonna get Tuxedo Rose some levels right now. Okay. I appreciate that y'all, are so invested in talking about the Pokemon that, I'm going to be up against, that you inadvertently give me hints. Also, Tuxedo Rose knows Petal Dance now. I decided it wouldn't be too big of a risk because at some point I'll be able to get Lumberries. I should probably be picking berries more. I definitely neglect to do that sometimes. But I think I might also have a Persian berry. I should be growing berries off stream. I'm just very bad at berries, truly. Just might be tougher than your gym leader. Well, Tuber Jackie, just you wait. Buccarino. Okay. Yeah, I think Ilesa's main to Whiscat. What? Who gave you an earthquake fish? I mean, I'm still gonna use Giga Drain on it, but still, like. Man, the trainers in Platinum are scary. They are not nice. They do not want to be my friend. I would say they're not getting invited to the Christmas party, but the Christmas party already done happened and they were not there. Whiscash is a great Pokemon. Access to Amnesia, as well as, water ground typing, makes it so useful and horrifying to battle against in any other circumstance. And Nade, that is perfectly alright. You do not need to make comments. You need only be here for a good time, which I hope to provide. Also, I would like to note, shouting at my computer seems to have worked. So just remember, y'all, shout at your machines, they'll listen to you. And you won't inevitably get bit in the keister once, once the machines take over. Should probably happen in like 20, 30 years. Oh, Nick, I know those sorts of things. Just phrases that get caught in your head. Whenever, I used to do grocery shopping for my family. And whenever I would pass the dairy aisle, I would say to myself, out loud, no less, I would shop late at night, so it wouldn't, you know, no one would hear me. But out loud, I would say to myself, cheddar, 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 cheese, with a, you know, oscillating amounts of cheddars. We have our things. We don't all have to be, you know, perfectly intelligent incessantly. I've seen that clip, Togepi. What do Spirit and Luck do in Final Fantasy VII? No clue for Luck. Spirit has something to do with either magic offense or defense. Not pro yet. And Nick, tell me more about why Pelipper was stupidly good in Gen 7 because didn't play Gen 7. I want to know. Okay. Flooded this place up. I already dealt with Chew. Yo. Did I drown some people? Or is everyone on the upper levels? It would be interesting. Oh, that would be a really cool gym mechanic if they had this like same layout, but then also had, wait, how many Pokemon? 3, okay. Ooh, whoops. It's fine. It would be really cool if they had like swimmers on the ground that then became swimmers in the water. Ah. Of course, Nick, yeah. Oh, okay. That makes sense now, Froya, yeah. No, not quite, Mafakata. I don't tend to go quite so macabre on a normal night. Now, Halloween, all bets are off. Played the Witch's House for Christmas' sake. That was, of course, last year, not this year. This year, I played Animal Crossing. Well, I guess I played Animal Crossing last year, too. Witch's House was, oh, Clue Finders was my Witch's House this year, that's right. Oh, I almost forgot. How could I? I mean, Nate, it would be helpful. Look, I really don't want to get anyone else murdered tonight. Seriously. Rizzo stared her, mortality in the face. And looked upon it with eyes that said, no, 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 no. And a mouth that probably said about the same thing, but because of its gastronome, it was like, because it can't vocalize and it sounds slimy. Okay, 3 Pokemon. Really, all I'm saying is that Gastrodon always looked to be pretty aghast, and now there's a reason. This was important character development. I wonder, Mafakata. Also, we see that Gyarados. I'll just let Elessa take care of that. Thank you. Aww. Togepi, that's so cute. I can't wait till next year when I can actually play New Horizons without it being the new game and start collecting all the stuff that I missed this year without having to worry about it being like, oh gosh, I have to do everything and I have to make it different than everyone else's. It'll be much nicer. I'm tipping my hand a little, but I do intend to play New Horizons again next year. Not probably as regularly, but perhaps a little more often than just Saturdays, or just Saturdays every 3 months. I started on my days off Agreed. Nick. What is that from? Because that's been on the internet for a long time, Nick. What is that from? I started thinking, though, Friday with my time off, about plans for next year. I built a list back in August, I want to say. I know it's a meme, but when and where? Well, how do memes ever get started? Yeah. Ooh, crunch, finally! Oh my gosh. Yes. Yelessa! Learn to crunch. Merci beaucoup. Maintenant. I started compiling a list for next year of things I want to play, using some of the series that I still had on my, want to do list from last year, as well as some that I suppose I didn't think of then, but I was like, oh, this would be cool, or oh, I could do this now with this, this way. So essentially just a revisitation of that, and I also cut some things off the list. Huh. I guess I hit yellow. Why is this here? This must be like a failsafe in case you get stuck somehow. Why wouldn't they just give you the yellow button? I don't understand. Alright, this is the last guy before Wake. And then we'll loop back around, I'll go heal my Pokemon, and we'll redo the puzzle. Yeah, but so I've got those already in the works. I'm also considering what exactly I want to do for the anniversary on Friday. Which, by the way, that's one of the reasons that we're not doing Animal Crossing tonight, is I intend, as always, to play Animal Crossing on anniversary date. I'll have to decide which. I may do a mix. Because there have been... Actually, within this calendar year, we would have seen all four of the current Hylamoos. Because the finale for the original Animal Crossing series was New Year's. The finale for City Folk was just before New Horizons came out. We played New Horizons and we played New Leaf. So yeah, I've got options. I don't exactly want to do a year's worth of weeding, though. So if we do GameCube, I might do Umali. Oh, it's a Golduck. Golduck's one of those Pokemon that it's like, it's always been around. You kind of forget it, though, because its design's kind of simple. Halamooniverse. Is that one that you've said before? Halamooniverse is good. I like it. Is he trying to get his hands washed by a wave? I feel like that's unsanitary. Salt may be a preservative, but that doesn't mean it's a disinfectant. Oh. Yeah, Eric, I'm afraid of that. Lotus, hello, how are you doing? I feel like if Golduck were Water Psychic, I mean, it would mean that there were multiple Water Psychic types in that gen, and it might have been a little, washed out, but I feel like it would have made it, had a little more staying power, or a little better. Huh. Well, Nate, that's too bad, but I hope it shows up soon. And Lotus, I'm glad to hear that you're doing great. Saw you earlier at Alex's stream, which was wonderful, at least for the part that I got to see. Alex Boy Jr., and for those of you who are uninitiated, who rates us on occasionally on The Sims Nights. He plays The Sims. He's wonderful. Yes, yes, Mopakata, it has. Okay. So I know better. I'm not bringing Roselia. Elessa is strong and probably a safe bet. And I think I'm gonna bring Otis off the bench as my de facto sacrifice, because the other advantage that Otis gives is the ability to put Pokemon to sleep. Ooh, excuse me. I know. Oh, that's right, Motherfucker. I think you mentioned it the other day. Otis also has good defense. Oh no. Oh, I ditched Hypnosis. Do I have a Pokemon that still knows Hypnosis? Or something else that can cause status effects? Well, I'm not pretty yet, you know. Things are hopefully already looking up. Okay. You can poison things. You can use agility. Let me just look at summaries. Kadabra would be a big old choice, but also has Reflect and Recover. Ooh, Crobatman has Confuse Ray. And Stab moves that wouldn't be super effective, but wouldn't be not effective. How good are its defenses? Yeah. Crobat. Yeah. We're running the stall crew here. Got 2 Pokemon that confuse and use dark type attacks. And then Elessa, in case you actually let me use electric moves. I'm not holding my breath. Yeah, so this is I think this is a fine team. I wish I had Toxic for Eigengrowl. That would be really nice. Absolutely not brilliant. Yes, more to the good things. That, you know, to all the good that we can have in the future, I put forward my hope and desire and wish to make it so. Oh, Nate, is your birthday in January? I'm gonna check real quick. Oh, excuse me, I need to go get something that can fly. I'm gonna check real quick and see if the Veilstone Game Corner has... Well, I can check this online rather than, you know, going and physically checking. I have the internet, I have a computer. And I'm probably not gonna break it in doing this. Okay. TM06 Pokemon Platinum. TM6 locations. Route to 12. So I could get it. I could run and get it. No, let's do this. Let's do this. No kidding, Nate. Well, happy almost birthday. That's wonderful. And yes, I hope it starts out excellently. You know what? Happy thoughts. We won't have to see, oh, I'm gonna say this really mean. I'm sorry in advance, but you know, I don't care. We don't have to see washed up C-list celebrities getting, you know, drunk and kissing, you know, random people from, you know, the crowd in the middle of New York City. I won't miss that. I really won't. As well as bad musical performances. I just won't miss it. I won't miss it. We don't have to see it. No one wants it, and yet they keep doing it. I'm talking about Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve. Mavgata. AKA, yet another reason to consider your lucky stars, that you don't live in the U.S. There are choices that we make, and things that people find entertaining that aren't. So I'm glad that that's not even a possibility. Yeah, it gets worse every year. It just, like, I remember when I was a kid, it was fine. Like, we could watch it with our family. And now it's just like, oh my gosh, this is verging on You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying with my eyes? Man, not everything's gotta be about drama and buzz. It's New Year's. People will watch anyway. My heavens. It's not like they're doing a series, like... If this was like the season premiere... Well, Ryan, let me... I'll do it all, you know, in tuts. And, you know, just... It'll be like... Got it? That's what they're getting to, Togepi. They're not quite there yet, but that's what they're getting to. You know what I mean? Anyways. Crash Awake! Oh, I remember his voice.
Welcome! I don't get challenged very often. The glory you are now beholding is the Pastoria Gym Leader. That's right, I'm Crash Awake.
I think I might have scared my dog. Thank you for the dime. I'm gonna keep going. She'll be fine.
My Pokemon were toughened up by the stormy white waters. Here, take everything you can throw at them, and then pull you under. Victory will be ours. Come on, let's get it done.
I think I nailed his voice. I don't remember what it was like in the show, but I think I nailed it. Right? You see that sprite? He's screaming,
Arr!
yes. The answer, Nick, yes. Okay. Use my electric type attack before someone uses no skill. Yes! Woo! Got one off. Oh, a Quagsire. Oh, well, it would have been nice. It would have been nice to have a Roselia. But it's fine. I have, a bat. Throwing the bat. I hope so. I hope we're in the clear. I have a bat. He's confused, right? I know that, like, Floatzel's gonna know Scald. And probably Quagsire, too, for that matter. There's Rock Tomb? Why? Oh! Yeah, Mavocado, that would actually work quite well, because Gyarados is very heavy, and then the other Pokemon will be weak to Grass. And I forgot about Grass Knot. I should have been able to get that by now. Yeah, a lot of stuff can learn Grass Knot. Okay, well, I'm gonna let Crota keep you know, doing what it's doing. What am I thinking? Brine. I'm thinking of brine. That's my bad. Okay. Wake is probably gonna heal. Unless maybe I'll slowball it a little. Maybe try and get a flinch. There we go. Out of way, Crobat. Oh, no, no worries. Maybe that's what was making my dog bark. Your dog. Well, if Crash Wake had his way, we'd be cooking lion. But I won't let that happen. Not if I have anything to say about it.
Hey, that was a good move.
Well, it's Sinnoh-Fry-Staravia night, Ryan. We're cooking bird. Brine is the one that does double damage when it's, like, after a Pokemon's taken half of its health and damage, right? Ooh, Ice Fang, ooh. 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 Forgot about that. Ooh, ooh! Oh, that was a critical hit. Okay, we're good. I can switch into that. Do I... Well, it's confused right now, so I'll swap into less. I hope I get a free turn on the confusion. And then Thunderfang it. No, I've got Eigengrowl. Also, Intimidate, I forgot. That's lovely. I forgot that I had that power too. Oh my gosh. Did I strategize for this? Inadvertently? Yes, that's exactly what I thought, Nick. Thank you. Perfectly normal, not pro. You've got a portal gun, right? Man, how are you gonna snap out of confusion? So soon. Like, what is you doing, dog? Boosh! Electric types! Boosh! Yeah, that's right. I came to play this time.
Onward! It's gone and ended. How will I say this? I want more!
I don't know what the rest of the thing he said was. It progressed too quickly.
It seems the undertow has pulled me under. But I had a great time battling with you. You've earned this.
The Ben badge. Abatopi's here. And not Proyet is here, and Ryan's here, and Nick is here. There are people here who could have made my life nightmarish.
You need that friend badge to use the hidden move Surf outside of battle. This is a special reward from me in recognition of your team's power. TM55 contains the move Brine. It inflicts double the damage on targets with less than half of their HP left, and it is as salty as my voice. Use it to end battles decisively.
That could be handy. I could throw that on Gastrodon. Or I could save it. I tend to usually save TMs until we're getting close to the Elite Four. Oh, hey! You got the gym badge here, huh? I want to tell you, Mr. Wake, I mean, the Master is pretty awesome, hey? It's a good thing for which to save. Not for it. Well, Ryan, what makes you think I don't already have peasant boys at my beck and call? How do you think I dress like this? Yeah, that, I think that may have saved my bloodlust. Oh no. Oh, there's more.
What is this racket then? Oh, it's you two.
Oh, Master!
Listen, kid, I know your father. I won't deny that. But I don't recall ever taking you on as an apprentice. Not in the least. Besides, you two don't need me. You can become strong on your own without being my apprentice.
It doesn't matter. I made you my master. I decided. Forget that. This is like the start of The Incredibles. When Buddy is like, oh, I'm gonna be your sidekick now, Mr. Incredible. I'm incredible. And he's like, go home. Get out of here. Barry's gonna come back. He's gonna have a really bad red updo. And he's gonna have created a dome that's gonna kill the entire planet.
But forget that. There's trouble brewing. Bon Voyage is attacking the skyscraper. There's a Team Galacticoon in front of the observatory gate.
Oh, this hurts. Yeah, I did not realize there would be this much wake.
He said something about using a bomb.
Wait, that was all Barry? Whoops. What? I'm gonna just flip him.
No one messes with Pastoria. Not on my watch.
Hey, Master, wait! This is why they need, like, face plates for who's talking, like in Final Fantasy. It's fine. I'm definitely not a horse now. It's fine. I just need some water. He idolized him so much that he took on the voice. I mean, it's a level. There's a bit of dedication. Yeah, I could use a sip. Anywho, all right, let me get B-Barrel back on this team. Water break. I should probably actually go get some water rather than just saying, oh, I need to drink water and then doing nothing about it, as I do. But this was the right team. I'm glad with this call. And Crobat has been very useful. Okay, now who to bring along? Rizzo has seen the face of death and therefore wants to fight more. I will also bring Mulan. And I think for coverage as well as, well, you know what, for right now, Tuxedo Rose. Because we're close, I think. We're close to being at a point where I will be able to actually evolve Tuxedo Rose. And I need to go back and do the last couple of trainers on the route beforehand, because again, I skimped a little. Okay, water break first. Say hi to Slowpoke while I'm gone. Family's good. Who talks? Because I mean, I do, but that's nothing new. Did someone say something while I was gone? Anyways, so let's do those pre-Pastoria trainers. And then we'll see what the deal is with whatever it was that Wake was, you know, blathering on about. Oh. Slowpoke says something. That's unusual. Alright. Well, we'll get to them in a minute. I'm sure whatever the bomb scare is, it'll be fine. Like, I'm just a kid. I don't need to deal with that. Oh, look, berries that I didn't pick up. Agua. Delicious. Any Persian berries? I wish I had pants. What is the... is that the actual line from Pokemon the Movie 2000? If it's not, it's darn close. Ayapapa. Ooh. Ayapapa berries are... That's one of my favorite. I'm not familiar with who that is, Nick, but hopefully it was fun. I could use pants. That's it. Alright. Well, you don't have to do it, because, you know, I could. If I wanted... Oh, did I not... I thought I... Wait, what? You know... I taught you Rock Smash. How did you not... Oh. I guess it unlearned Rock Smash because I put it in the daycare. Okay. Well, it still knows Rollout. It lost Water Gun, but that's fine. You're gonna learn Rock Smash again. This is what you are good for! Gosh darn it. You're a B-Barrel. Your sole purpose past Gym 1 is just to know HMs. Please and thank you. Oh my gosh. That is... How broken is that game? This is Breath of the Wild we're talking about. I'll worry about the daycare with Pokemon that it's like I actually want to use. I'll train them myself so I can make the decisions on the moves. I'm keeping Amnesia though. Yeah. Well, I feel like if you're comfortable... I mean, I get that it's probably couched in the game it's a bad... Or, excuse me, as a game over rather than a bad ending. But I feel like if you really want a complete story, in Pikmin 3, just, you know, finish a day and then don't get fruit. Let them starve. Anyways. What is this house? Is this, like, beach glass? Or is this the place that I go to relearn moves? Oh, this is Dr. Footstep's house. Ah, so it's definitely someone who's been around the bend. Ha! Now! Just now, he was about to reel it in. Well, Nate, that's what they used to do. I know some of the daycares nowadays don't. Oh, you thought you just had to leave the game on. Not move around. Oh, I get it. That would be nice. They wouldn't do that, but that would be nice. What? But then you don't get ear Pikmin. Everyone's favorite. How many more of these does he have? Okay, we'll pedal dance it up. Oh. I was expecting an Octillery, not a Gyarados, genuinely. But, you know, this is fine. I'm using a physical grass type attack, but... There is not coffee in that mug, there is water in that mug. I do not drink coffee. The tutor's in Pastoria. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was the tutor or the move forgetter. Oh boy. Well, Tuxedo Rose, you've done great. Just, you know, stop. We're gonna send in Yelesa. Avocado, they already have it. It's called Raichu. What? I didn't say anything. Only one blue, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's not that my parents didn't let me. Like, I feel like I drank a cup of decaf coffee as a kid to try it. I was maybe 5. My parents were like, yeah, sure, it's decaf. I didn't care for it that much. And ever since, my mentality around it was like, you know, I'm gonna save coffee for when I need the caffeine boost, for when I really need to stay up for something. And I've drank tea a few times when I need to stay up late in college. About half of the all-nighters that I had in college were, you know, predicated upon my drinking some tea. But never coffee. And so I made it through the entirety of my, you know, undergraduate degree without having to resort to it, and therefore I just never really picked it up because working is easier than being a student. Because there's more regular hours, and they can't tell you have to work until midnight on this, otherwise you're going to get a bad grade. It's just, no, you do it the next day. In the work that I do. And I mean, I guess there was some nights around our big events where I did actually have to work until midnight, but I can do that once a year. Oh, it's hard to stand on 2 legs, or something to that effect. Not pro yet. I love that song though. It's so bouncy. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't hugely into tea either. I like a lemon balm tea. A nice lemon tea, but I like lemonade. This is my own thing. And I realize that there's, you know... Oh, I love hot cocoa. But I tend to be sort of, I try to stay away from substances that alter my natural levels of performance. I don't drink, I don't typically consume caffeine. I just sort of steer away from such things, you know, or recreational drugs, legal or not. Just not my thing. And so I like resting on, you know, what I've got, and knowing that if I need an extra gear, I've got some things left on which I can pull, but I haven't needed the extra gear yet. And I hope not to. I run a little high-strung anyway, so usually I can give myself the energy when needed to do the work that needs to be done. I really do too, not pro yet. I am so interested to see what they're going to do with it. I mean, chocolate's just good. It means it's good chocolate. Motherfucker, I can't say that I'm with you there. But what I will remark is, what you've reminded me of is when I was in Rome, so early November 2018, I went to a chocolate shop called Said, spelled like said. And it was like Said del 1923, which is the year the shop opened. And it was, the whole place was, chocolate desserts and hot chocolates, and the entire walls were covered with chocolates, and it was packed. The place was packed. And if this was like 9 or 10 at night, like this whole place's deal was chocolate. And I had a hot cocoa there. It was like a €6 cup of hot chocolate, so I was like, this better be good. It was liquid chocolate. It was amazing. It was a lot. I could drink 1 cup of that. Never again. Not never again. Like I could drink another cup like in a month. But it's like this is so good, and this is a lot. But it was very good chocolate. I had actually had hot chocolate in every single one of the cities that I stopped in along the way. Boiled milk is a little ugh to me, but warm milk is nice as a base for hot chocolate. Though I've done water hot chocolate enough that it's like, I'm totally fine with it if it's just water. I might put a little extra cocoa powder in then. Why are you talking to me from there? Because I don't want to talk to the Kroagunk. Does my new outfit look good or what? Kroagunk's where it's at. Hey! What am I, chopped liver? Don't forget I'm here too.
So, where's this Doom?
I forgot that they actually set off a bomb. That was rough.
What have you done?
What have I done, you're asking? Well, technically speaking, it wasn't me. Really, Nate? A recipe? Well, tell me more about it. I want to hear what these ingredients may be. Package that arrives, see? That was a bomb. Named the Galactic Bomb. This is heavier than I remember for a Pokemon game. Yeah, I was told to push the button, so I did, like, poink. Oh, that's right. Mustn't forget, the test results need reporting. Cheerio, then, you daft codger. Your mask's absurd. I should have been doing this guy in a British accent the whole time. Cheerio, then, you daft codger. Your mask's absurd.
The Great March is invariable. You two, do not follow me. Don't let anyone else in either. There'll be big trouble if there's any of that bomb left.
Hey, Thomas, you go after that galactic goon. I'm staying here like the master said. Gotta keep the others from going in. Don't let that galactic guy get away. Man, I kinda wanna go back to Hearthome City. Actually, now's a good opportunity. I haven't explored around Pastoria. You're just like that totally impatient boy I met earlier. Just like you, he was very close with his Pokemon. Hey, thanks for making me smile. This might put a smile on your face. Try dressing up a Pokemon with this Piplup mask because your Pokemon's faces are mad ugly. I needed to slightly amend what she said to match the personality that I gave her. I'm visiting here to see the Great Marsh. Staying at the Lakeside Hotel. Well, girl, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but, you know. No, you're not seeing it. Howdy there. Let me examine your Pokemon to see if it's worthy of a scarf. I see. This isn't what I'd hoped to see. Can't lie to you, so I'll just have to tell it to you straight. This Pokemon's not bad, but it's not good either. It's just so-so. You want to improve this one's condition, but you need some more profit. No. I'm not doing that. My brother's girlfriend is the massage girl in Bellstone City. They stay in touch by having Pokemon hold mail for each other. Pachirisus just like run back and forth, up and down the route?
Some trainers deliberately prevent their Pokemon from evolving. They wait until the Pokemon levels up and learn certain moves.
I wonder who would do that. In the Great Marsh, quick trams on rails are used for transportation. They prevent damage to the Great Marsh's ecosystem. Even though the name says quick, their movements are anything but. They're the quick trams that traverse the Great Marsh. I do too, Togepi. The Pokemon in the houses are always cute. Was the Bastory gym leader kinda awesome in all sorts of ways? Don't judge him by the way he looks and acts. Or he enters professional wrestling matches for prize money. The money goes to help people in Pokemon in trouble. Aw, that's kinda awesome. I didn't know that. Persian berries, excellent. Oh, good, good, good. Well, now Roselia will be just fine. And some Nanab berries. Whatever those do. Are Nanab berries the ones that are kind of like bananas? Can't use the hidden move surf until I beat the local gym leader. Here I am, standing smack dab in the middle of town. Ooh. Okay, so that's some fancy hot chocolate. Oh, sick. This is the relearner's house. So that's why I got all those hard skills. Once I get Togekiss, that'll be super handy. I could also teach Float Cell Ice Fang if I wanted. Hey, if you caught both the female and male forms of I've caught neither. If you have, I want to see both of them together. I'll give you a matcha race if you do that for me. Deal? No.
Pokemon Combi is quite interesting. Only the female evolves and grows strong, the male does not. Come to think of it, my wife is awfully strong too. She evolved from my bride to the mother of our kids.
That's kind of sweet. I wasn't expecting that. Great Marsh keeps the weather cool in the summertime. This is a good town for water-type Pokemon. I study rare Pokemon that appear only in the Great Marsh.
I've been hiking all around the Sinnoh region. I love planting berries wherever I go. I'll give you a berry too. Please plant it somewhere.
A Culver berry. I'm never gonna plant it. Thank you though, lady.
My sister gathers berries every day. Please come visit again. We cook the berries too. We mix them up. They're yummy.
Berry jam? Now that I could get into. I think there's a market for that. Oh, Million, hello! How are you doing this evening? What is down here? Ahaha. Wait, I thought there was... Oh, I'm standing on it. A zinc. Well, there was a supplement in this puddle. That's handy. I gotta hope the seal on that bottle was pretty tight. True. And you know what? I feel like it's been downhill since... Whoa. It's a wood carving in the Pokemon Kurogunk. Even though it's made of wood, looks like it's seeping poison. I've never noticed that before. I don't know how often I come into the Pastoria Pokemart. Gonna just pick up a few extra Ultra Balls and some Hyper Potions. Ooh, and some... Actually, I think I'm good on full heals, right? Yeah, I've got 31. How many Super Repels? 21. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. Fabulous. Well, let's go chase after that Galacticoon then. I think now is an appropriate time. Yeah, we've been having a little trouble, but I don't think it's on my end now. But Nade, do let me know if you keep seeing it, because I don't always notice. Oh wait. Oh, he was just standing. I thought he would I thought he had gone further. I thought he had actually gotten away. Okay. It's a little awkward. I pretty much said, oh yeah, I'm gonna go deal with you. Zoom right past him.
What's with you? Stop chasing after me, you. I have a mind to pulverize you with my Pokémon. I have to be on my way to the lake ASAP, so you're lucky I'm out. Alright, do I make myself clear? Don't you dare follow me.
I'm gonna follow that dude. Oh, right! They blow up the lake! I forgot that they did that. You!
We need the energy from the Valley Windworks to make this. It would take a scientific genius to make something like this. Therefore, our boss who made this is a scientific mechanical genius. You were eavesdropping. I was just thinking out loud. I'm not going to waste my energy knocking you around.
But I thought you had so much energy from the Valley Windworks, like... Tut, tut. Do I really have to... Can I just go to the lake?
Boy, this galactic bomb packs a pretty big wallop. This baby here, there's not much we can blow up. Can't blow up. Wonder what they have planned for this. You are eavesdropping. I was just thinking out loud. You're a persistent pest. I'm getting tired of running away, and I'm not going to waste my energy knocking you around.
Oh boy.
Hello, my friend!
The cargo that the Team Galactic brought is worrisome, so I have come. You say the cargo, it was a bomb? And there was an explosion. The explosion was at the Great Marsh? Furthermore, you are pursuing a man with funny bowl-cut hair, in an outfit that is very strange. In other words, that is the Team Galactic. Oh, no, no, no! How did I miss it? Ah, Looker, this time you have made a mistake of the ages. The man who I have seen running away, he was the bearer of the bomb. Ah, this will not do. Wait, wait, I say. He has an interesting cadence, doesn't he? I half expected to see the two of them just, right there on that beach. Oh, gosh. Ah, my friend, it is you. I am at this hotel now. I am interviewing people to see if they have seen anyone suspicious. I would like your assistance. Go, search outside if you will. The suspect, he may have already slipped away, ahead, unnoticed. I get that people, when they're on vacation, they'll sometimes, go about... Yeah, I could just... Lady, if you would just come, stand here, just stand at the base of this staircase, and you, sir, if you would just stand... No. Don't block me from going down this staircase. Block him from going down that staircase. If I could just borrow you for 2 seconds, we could put a pin in this right now. Lady, if you could just stand here, and sir, if you could just stand here, and we could take care of this now, and I could just go grab Looker, and I could drag him over. It's not gonna happen.
Why am I running like this anyway? That new world, new universe that our boss was talking about. It's making me giddy thinking about it. I'm gonna use this thing. Quit. You are eavesdropping. I was only talking to myself. Or persistent. I don't even know. I'm pooped out from all the running. But I'm not going to battle you. Sir? Oh no. You're still on my tail. Legs within sight.
And Joby, you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you so much for hanging out.
You leave me no choice. My Pokemon will KO you.
Sure. Mulan definitely hasn't got too much time out. We need to start fighting some more stuff with Mulan.
Oh, I didn't run. Could have battled harder.
No, you couldn't have. You did. You literally got as many hits in as you could have.
Can't battle anymore. I'm running on fumes. Have to give this to the commander. Wish I got to use it at the lake.
Why do I just let him go? Oh. Oh. Hello. Long time no see. How's your Pokédex filling up? I came to research the folklore about the lake, but... well, it doesn't appear as if the lake's open to the public right now. Have you heard the folklore about it? They said there's an island inside of the lake. And inside that island is a mirage of a Pokémon. No one must enter the chamber of that Pokémon. Oh, that's right. I had to talk to you about something else. Hey, Thomas! Where'd that Team Galactic goon run off to? Huh? Is this your older sister? Yes. She's my older sister. She's in my family now. I'm claiming it. No, she isn't. Oh, okay. An explosion in the Great Marsh. It wasn't anything serious. Mr. Wake told me to tell you that. And that Team Galactic. Wow. Are they out of control or what? Next time I see them, I'll teach them a lesson they won't forget. See you around. He's your friend? He's more impatient than he is energetic, isn't he? So, getting back to what I started saying earlier. You seen the group of Psyduck on Route 210? Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's right. By the cafe on Route 210. You seen that group of Psyduck huddled with their heads in their, hands? Anyway, what you should do is use this medicine on the Psyduck. You're working on a Pokédex, so it would be worthwhile for you. Delicious. Went on a big adventure with a Pokédex when I was younger. I hope you get to meet every kind of Pokemon there is to see. May help you with the secret of the Mirage Pokemon. See you later. Can I still not? I guess I can't. Okay. So, yeah, it just wants me to go to Celestic Town. Man, I thought the events at the lake were now. That's fine. You know, but yeah, no. Cynthia's way better as an occasional interloper than whatever, you know, British McRedhead was. You know, the girl who was like the professor's granddaughter or something. And so, because she was like, yo, this could bear to the story, but, you know, what does it mean? You have two options. You fill in the blanks. I don't know. Where Cynthia's like, yeah, this is what it's about. This is what I'm researching. I'll tell you. Rather than being like, hey, what do you think the Pokemon of the lake is? No, I don't mean Dawn. I mean from Gen 8. I mean, you know, British McRedhead. The girl with the hair that has the thing. Kind of defies gravity. Is weird and bubbly. It's like it's a side pony. Sonia, thank you. Because she does that a lot. You know, she essentially is like, well, what do you think? Well, what do you think about the story? What do you think the story is? It's like, no, this is not my job. It was your job to write the story, not me. I mean, for real, motherfucker, yeah. Alright. I reckon now it's time to go up Route 212. See what there is there, pick up some items, do some battles, and get a new encounter or two. Because the Pokemon Mansion is there, as well as, you know, the actual normal grass. I don't like that. I don't need a sense of agency. I would rather have a good story that I get to see unfold rather than having, some sense of agency in this. If they wanted to give me agency in the story, they could have let me actually investigate whenever there was trouble. Like a little bit, instead of just being like, no, you go along. Just let me look or something. But instead they were like, no, there's something happening over here. You cannot see it. You cannot get anywhere near it. We're just going to wait until it bubbles up and we can't deal with it. And we have to, rely on a 10-year-old because apparently we've exhausted all other options and all reasonable methods of law enforcement. And, someone who runs a power plant apparently has the ability to summon a life-ending, deity. Because that wasn't a fail-safe that should have been checked. Look. Not that I'm complaining or nothing. I think I should probably actually, focus on Ilessa. This is Route 212, right? Okay. Ooh, berries. Ooh, one of those things that you can cycle across. Yeah. I still think Gen 5 did the, Pokemon story right. And the most correct of any of the Pokemon games that I've beaten. It was gripping, it was interesting, and the characters weren't 10, so it made sense for them to get messed up and stuff. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so that's dupe number 1, because we do have a Shellos, or a Gastrodon now. That again has, essentially seen what the afterlife is, and was wrenched back and now is forever changed because of it. So that's encounter number 1. Quagsire? Well, what a great Pokemon, yes! I would love to have a backup water ground type. I don't always hate that, Nick. And remembering if I do, the question it asked was essentially whether or not it's a good thing to capture Pokemon. And I think given N's arc, there's reason to believe that it's not the only way. Okay, I'll use Bibarel. Alright, we'll use Cut once and hopefully not kill it. Well, Cut will get same type attack bonus and Rock Smash won't. Rock Smash! Yeah, I could do another Rock Smash. We'll do another one. I'm getting this Quagsire, though. Y'all mentally prepare your nickname ideas. Because we have Miss Quagsire here very soon. I've got Ultra Balls. I've got a Bibarel that I can use to weaken it one more time if need be. Come on. I know you want to come along for the ride. Oh, and there's Amnesia. If you use that, 1 or 2 more times, I may throw a special attacker in at you. Do a little more chip damage. Alright, I'll leave Envy Barrel for now. I may switch it at a moment's notice. It's almost like it doesn't want to come to the party. It's a party. Why don't you want to come? Okay. I can grow. Let's get someone in here who can, you know, take some hits. Love Umbreon. Love Umbreon so much. There we go. Out of the way. Nick, hit me with it. What's your suggestion? Has an easygoing nature. It doesn't care if it bumps its head on boats and boulders while swimming. Well, that's good. Aw. I like that. I think especially, since in this gen, Quagsire has like that big toothless grin, just... I don't think Goofball will be on A team for the moment. If Gastrodon gets beat again, that may change. Hi, trainer. Can you keep up with me? But it's super nice now to have a backup, solid water-type choice. Especially one that gets amnesia. I like that. Alright, Alyssa. Let's do this. Was that a Pokemon Ranger, by the way? Oh, it was. I always wondered why they kept the Pokemon Ranger trainer class into Gen 4 even after having introduced the Pokemon Ranger games as a separate idea of what Pokemon Rangers are. Because I know they had Pokemon Rangers as a trainer class in Gen 3. I'm really partial to Wooper myself. I really liked Wooper in the show. The little... Whoop, pa. Whoop, pa. It's just delightful. And again, it's got really solid typing, so there's not much to complain about. Exactly. Exactly. Wooper also has the advantage of, like, I think having a really, just nicely crafted design. Ooh, that's gonna be handy. I'm probably gonna teach Toxic to Umbreon because I like status effect Umbreon. Okay, what are some other instances? I suppose we're keeping it just to, like, 2 Pokemon sets. Oh, this just skips over, like, the mud and stuff. How do you get that down there? Oh, can you go under the thing? Oh yeah, totally. So we've got Pinsir and, or excuse me, Scyther and Scizor, which I think both of them are cool. And I like them both for different reasons. I think that's a good example. Chingland and Chimecho would fall into that set. though I have to say, I think Chimecho is a way better Pokemon than Chingling. I'm sorry. Oh, here comes a nice looking trainer. This is worth evaluating. Chimecho should have gotten an evolved form, not an unevolved form. Mothcutter, you have a wonderful rest of your night too. Thank you so much for hanging out though. I appreciate it immensely. If Chimecho gets an evolved form, it becomes much more useful because it likely gets better stats, and, you know, hopefully better move pool, rather than an unevolved form, which doesn't solve any of those problems. I mean, you could have Chimecho just evolve into a really big bell or something. Like, odd take. I feel like it makes more sense for Chimecho to evolve into Bronzong rather than Bronzor. Because all it means is it gains steel typing. And it already had, you know, sort of a bell motif going, or a chime. I know it's like supposed to be like a ceremonial lamp thing. Wilmer and Willard, I think they're about even in terms of cuteness, but I don't care for them that much, personally. So I concede their equality, but I don't concede their appeal. Personally, of course. Speaking personally. Natu and Xatu, oh look, there's a Wooper. I really think Xatu is quite cool, and I think Natu is, I think Natu is adorable. Wooper is just water type, right? Nope, it has part ground. That's gonna hurt a little. Oh, not bad. I suppose I am almost 20 levels stronger. No, yeah, the fact that it has no arms definitely helps. If something can smile and not have arms, it's doing great in life. You know, Quagsire has arms, so it's got, you know, the world handed to it. But Wooper doesn't. And Wooper is still killing it. Yeah, right. Roselia. Let's, man, how many mud moves lower the accuracy of your Pokemon? I feel like if mud is in the name, it lowers accuracy. Hey, that's right. Come after me, you get poisoned. Yeah, I kind of just want to, you know, use Giga Drain and get all that health back, please, though. Thank you. This store has, you know, has a very pernicious return policy. I'm gonna take that back when I want to. I'm Blockbuster Video, because there was a late fee on that, and I'm gonna collect. Was that like an okay joke? Was that like a C-level joke? See, I feel like it's a C-level joke. There are Pokemon that grow stronger when it's raining. I didn't even think about the fact that it was raining, truly, lady. Alexa. You gotta feel bad for people who are actually named Alexa. How many of them do you think started going by Alexandra or Alexis? Like, Siri is very few people's real name. And if anyone named their child Google, they deserve what they get, but Alexa is like a real name. But Amazon was like, oh, no, that belongs to us now, thank you. It stinks to be you, but we don't care. Oh, yeah. Now, if you just go through the ship section, then yes, you are pretty much exactly where I left off. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that series, truly. I put it on hiatus rather than fully canceling it, but I don't know. It happened where my eyes were a bit bigger than my stomach on that one. I do intend to finish it, though. Shards one. Pokemon moves taught. I have some of those from my mining trip. Okay. Is this all just gonna be... Oh, gosh. Ugh, this is gonna be annoying, but I want the items. I gotta have them. Hello?
Am I stuck in the bog? Of course not, how silly. This is a full-body mud path. If it weren't, I would be squirming and struggling to get out.
I can kind of see, like, the line of where, like, the super deep stuff is versus just the regular stuff. So you can kind of dodge around it. Yeah, this is actually fine. It's just if you want to go straight through, you get into trouble. Is there like a way to go north? Or does it just go right for a while? I haven't checked the town map in a while. Let me, This is a route that I sometimes skip. Yeah, it just has a long section that's, you know, that goes, westward. Can't you see I'm fishing? Don't talk, you'll spook the fish. More two-set Pokemon. Also, noting that there's a Gyarados here, which is probably gonna give, if I had to guess, 1,500 experience points off of one battle and one move. Around a bunch of other fishers. Just for no reason in particular. 1,300, but still. Let me think outside of Johto a bit. Though Chinchou and Lantern... Yeah, I don't think Chinchou and Lantern count. Chinchou is very obviously better than Lantern. If that's a hot take, then let's keep it sizzling. Oh! No, Spoink is better than Grumpig. Spoink is way better than Grumpig. You remember the sets of two. Oh, here's one. Though, no, Claydol is better than Baltoy. They're both cool, but Claydol is better. Well, Spheal has a 3-step. And I think Spheal is the best of the three, truly. I think the idea of a Sphere Seal, hard to say, Sphere Seal, Sphere Seal, Sphere Seal, Sphere Seal, Sphere Seal. I think Celio is alright. I think Celio is nice. I think Walrein has a little too much of a beard. I think it needs a shave. But I think Spheal is the best. It's so cute. As of Gen 3, Duskull and Dusclops might fit the bill for sort of cool 2-set. But I don't think they quite hit the level of, like, Scyther Scizor. Yeah, well, especially if we're doing cute specifically and not cool. Yeah, I think, because then you get into, like, you're probably talking, like, Clefairy, Clefable, if we, you know, discard Cleffa from consideration. And even, I mean, Cleffa's cute, but we're not talking 2-steps. You know, you've got to really start looking at the pink puffs. Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, well, but Jigglypuff is much cuter than Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff is a little tall, you know what I mean? And then there's some Pokemon that are just not cute. I'm not pointing any fingers at Jinx or other Pokemon. Because, you know, Smoochum's fine. And then Jinx is a lot. You know what two Pokemon set pre-Gen 4 is cute at every stage? Magnemite and Magneton. Super cute. Magnets. That's what's cute. That's what's up. I mean, I always feel cute when I'm wearing a magnetic necklace. I also feel like I'm gonna break stuff at the airport, but you gotta run the risk. And if the guy asks to give you a pat down, you say, of course. I'm wearing my, you know, my full set of magnetics as a necklace right now. This is just part of our transaction. Though we would probably just use the wand and say, like, what are you wearing? And I would be like, magnets. Actually, it would probably fry something in the scanner. Okay. Both of these are gated behind a cuttable tree, so they must be good. Any... Oh, there's one down there. Boy, I would have never seen that. A big mushroom? Excellent. Well, great. We can make soup. And this just skips a bunch of stuff. Is that what it does, truly? Yeah. I guess you just don't have to walk. It's a weird one. I feel like I should do the walking, though. Oh, I found a big mushroom, not pro yet. So we can make soup. S-O-U-P, soup. You know, as one does in Pokemon games. Just a nice old pot of, you know, cream of mushroom soup. Also, truly, one of the more disgusting concepts for a dish. Mushroom cream. I don't like it. Oh, darn it, it's got synchronize. Well, fine. You want to play it that way? We'll play it that way. I've got full heals. I've got paralyzed heals. Like, I'm fine, but I'm annoyed. Though this is a nice place, because there's a guy with, I'm presuming, an Umbreon and an Espeon, as well as a guy with a Gyarados very close to one another. Yep. There it is. Oh, this Espeon won't know, like, any psychic moves. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this would be great to train against. I'm constantly scoping training spots. Yeah, because that battle's 22. Though I still feel like Bug Guy is still better, because he gives per battle 3,500 experience points. That said, it's 6 Pokemon, so you have to run to the Silverwind Pokemon Center more often. Also, just question related to adjacent to soup. Have y'all ever cooked a soup? Have you ever actually made a soup with your own hands? Because I feel like I have once in my life, but it turned out alright. I know Silverwind's a great bug move, because Butterfree could learn it in Gen 3. 60 power, special attacking bug move as of Gen 4, of course. Has the chance, like Ancient Power, to boost all of your stats. Does ramen count? I wouldn't say so. Unless you made the ramen from scratch. I made my soup, I had like a rice mix. And so it was like rice and beans, and I also put in some tomatoes that I'd cut up. And I used the sort of stock from cooking the rice and I'd put in some seasonings. Yes, it was a hearty dark soup. Very carefully riding my bike. It's good. I kind of seasoned it to taste. I probably could have thrown a little extra salt in, but I think it was good. I also should have cut the tomatoes smaller, but still, it was good. Yeah, it was one of the first things I did in my new apartment. Just, I got out my big old soup pot, and I cooked a thing of soup, and I put it in my Tupperware, and I had it for like 3 dinners that week. Policeman Danny, he thinks I'm shady. I regret to inform him, of course, that I'm not Eminem, and I have not availed myself of that title in some number of years. It's a reference there for the hip-hop rappings community. Ooh! Maryland crab soup and homemade chicken noodle and turkey noodle soup. That sounds fantastic. Yo, my grandmama, she makes a very mean beef and noodle. It's not like a soup, but she'll cook noodles, and then she'll maintain some of the moisture on them, and then plate them with like roast beef. Fabulous dish. So simple, so good, because it's all salt and meat. Azeroth, welcome back. It's one of the things that I do miss, given that I don't eat meat no more. I do miss dishes like those, just good home-cooked fare. Azeroth, how are you doing? I know it's been a while, but it's wonderful to see you again. Kind of like a stroganoff, yeah. I think a little simpler. And I'm glad to hear that you've been good. I hope you had wonderful holidays. Should I throw... I don't need to heal Luxray. Luxray's doing fine. Please, do not feel any need to apologize because you were busy. Busy is good. Ooh, an upgrade, that sounds awesome. And hey, in whatever capacity you care to enjoy the show, I'm perfectly fine with that. It is, of course, nice to have you in chat. I always feel like I never realized that the fin on Quagsire is that shade of blue, and I always think it's shiny. Should I? It has ground type. I'll be fine. I'm 21 levels higher than it. At some point, I've got to say, I'm probably going to one-shot this thing, and even if I don't, I'll be fine. Did you get anything nice in presents? And also, open question to anyone, because I don't think I've asked generally yet. I think I have vainly chosen to only talk about the presents that I've received. Oh, speaking of presents and vanity, did anyone actually listen to the tracks I posted in the conservatory? Money. Very nice. Do you have anything on which you plan to spend it? Because that is something that I did today. I took my the Amazon gift cards that I received, both from work and from my family. New game, solid, and I bought myself a nice slate of things off of Amazon. I'm excited. They're going to be coming in varying parcels, ranging from Monday to like 3 weeks from now, depending on the particular speed of the shipping for the vendor. I'm actually getting 2 Kirby games, which I know Spencer would be excited about were he present. But I'm getting Epic Yarn and Nightmare in Dreamland. And I'm getting the Wii version of Epic Yarn because I don't want to play it on 3DS. Alright. Should I do this as a double battle? I feel like I should. Let's throw Mulan. I feel like this could be fun. Or very dangerous. Double battles are dangerous, generally. So how would you say that? Gyudon? Or would it be Gyudon? Oh, right, of course they're doing a Steam sale right now. I wonder if Final Fantasy XI is on sale. Right now, Final Fantasy XI is free to play because they're doing a Welcome Home campaign. Though it may only be for returning players. And I am considering playing. Because it's been a while. Ooh, a Monferno. Well, Mulan was the wrong choice. But also the right choice, because Monferno's part fighting. I won't outspeed it. Oh, but I have heat proof. I have heat proof. I'm gonna go for it. But to finish the thought, Azeroth, you absolutely cannot go wrong with Smash. I mean, especially with all the stuff that they've added. Though, you don't have to get it with the expansions, of course. But, base game, still very fun. World of Light was much more enjoyable than I thought it would be. Just from the jump. Yeah, that was a critical hit. Mulan is gonna be fine. Yeah, and if you've got the money and want to buy the expansions, they're there. And, there are a number of characters that are surprising. Ah, here's the Leafeon trainer. Alright, we're gonna crunch that just a little bit. $9? Oh my gosh. Whew. Temtem I've heard mixed things about. And Digimon Survive. Huh. I mean, it's been a while since I played a Digimon game. I'll betcha it'll be pretty cool though. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's notwithstanding the fact that you actually have to pay for like a monthly subscription. But I think when you buy Final Fantasy XI in those packs, you get like maybe a month or two free? I don't know. I paid for Final Fantasy XI for way longer than I should have. Well, the rain is gone. Finally, finally. Which means I can see clearly now. And we're near the Pokemon Mansion, which means we have another potential encounter. And we're actually pretty close to Hearthome, which means I could probably just zoop shaboop. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and do these battles in a minute. I'm gonna get healed up in Hearthome and keep training Alessa. Alessa is the Mon of the day. The Mon of the hour. Still though, Nick, that's pretty good for as much content as Final Fantasy XI is. Of course, presuming that one, cares to play an MMO from 2001 or 2, and has the money to do the monthly payments. Yeah, I'm very interested to see what the remaining Pokemon that make the cut are gonna be. Cause Steve. If they put in Steve, all bets are off. I have no notions of being assured as to anything. Really, there are only things that we know it almost certainly will not be. And hello, Mystic. How are you doing this evening? Per esempio, Gino. And, per esempio, numero dos, Waluigi. That said, anyone else? Dante? Sackboy from Little Big Planet? Master Chief? Can you imagine people's response if if someone like Master, someone who's just so much identified with a series that doesn't even appear on Nintendo consoles, was just yeah, that's in Smash now. Kratos from God of War, right? Who would you like, Nick, from the Mother series? Who would you like? You know who I want? Dig Dug. I know in my heart of hearts, I know you're right, Nick, but it could happen. Ooh, yeah, Monster Hunter, of course. And, the Monster Hunter games are always quite big, so you'd get a lot of game for your money there. Okay. Arlo dealt with this dude. You, sir, please fight me. I'm a child, I'm out alone late at night, let me throw my lion at you. Oh yeah, I'm well beyond being mad. I'm a little sad that we won't get Isaac. I think Isaac from Golden Sun would have made a good full character, especially given that, they could have played down the fact that he uses a sword and just focused on his, his magical abilities, like they do in his assist trophy, but c'est la vie. Yeah. I would be very interested if they did anyone from Mother 1. That would be very surprising. Interesting, though, that you would pick Ninten over, Kumatora. Yeah, Duster or Boney, for that matter, would be very unique. There's no way they pick Boney, though. And Mystic, what are you having for dinner? What if they did Boney was just a duck hunt Echo Fighter, but without the duck? Oh, no, not for yet. I'm not for sure on anything because like I feel like they're gonna keep the life cycle of the Switch going for a little longer than the standard 6 or 7 years, because the Switch is kind of doing excellently for them. Like if you saw that graph that I posted in the billiard room. Ooh, fancy Mystic. That sounds good. Like, the Switch is doing stuff that the 3DS and the Wii U were not for Nintendo. And it's good positioning relative to the other consoles in the market because its appeal is not predicated upon the power of the console, but the flexibility of the console. You know who I think would be a cool choice for Mother 1 that they'll never do? Nick? Eve. They won't do it, but it would be neat. Alright, I got some old people I need to beat up here. This is a kind of jamming song. Teddy, I think, would be like the second most interesting. He was like a brawler, if I remember correctly. I watched a playthrough of Mother 1 a decade ago. I remember Teddy's hairstyle. That's about it. I've played half of Mother 1. Like, I remember it's slightly better than base Earthbound, but like, you know, I'm not counting on myself for much. Really, I remember Eve mostly because the red version of Rob, that color change, really reminds me of Eve. It's the right shade of red. And Mystica, because Azeroth was talking about whether or not to get Smash. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely welcome to Sephiroth. Again, I have my own Final Fantasy fan protestations about, I wish it were actually like, literally from any of the other Final Fantasy games, and not Sephiroth. But, it's fine. Like, I get it. Final Fantasy VII's the biggest one. They're gonna do it. I'm gonna have to, you know, just... If it wasn't Sephiroth, it would have been Noctis, and that would be like, okay, we've got two pretty boys here. Though Noctis could have played interestingly. You know, even though he's technically a sword fighter, you know, he's got the... He would be more like Byleth. And he would have, you know, some form of his transportation ability. Because he was a multi-weapon user. You could play him in whatever style you wanted. Though I have to admit, swords and knives were much more fun than anything else. Automod did not like the word, but I'm allowing it. Kefka would be amazing. Adding that personality to the Smash Brothers roster, mwah. Also, you know, Kefka is a mage of the highest order. And whether they do, like, you know, early stage Kefka or late stage Kefka, or have costume changes to include both, or have late stage Kefka be the final Smash, whatever the case may be, it could be fantastic. And then they could give Terra too, which again, could be sort of Robin, but not. Has swords, but focuses definitely on magic. I think... Sorry. My neighbor's dog is barking, and that's making our dog bark. You can almost certainly hear that. Oh no, I hope you feel better then, Mystic. My Pokemon sleeps in a bed I got from overseas. I'm very well off if you haven't noticed. Oh yeah, brag about your foreign Pokemon bed more. Jason. Man, why you got a bed for a Prinplup? Like, get it like a kiddie pool or something. Come on. Come on. Oh, fiddlesticks. Sorry. Again, I can hear the neighbor's dog. You can't probably hear her. Our neighbor's dog's name is Polly. Polly is vocal about things. Normally asleep by this hour. Normally fast asleep by this hour. Not so much tonight. No. Doesn't seem that we are quite so lucky. And that makes Maxie very, very upset. You will have to forgive this. I am so sorry. I can't stop it. In the state that she's in presently, if I brought her up here, she would just bark closer to the microphone. And so I'm just gonna plow forward. Ooh, what was the present, Mystic? You know what character for Smash Brothers would be so interesting, but they'll never do it? Joe from Little Women. It would be completely out of nowhere. People would be blindsided, but it could be amazing. It could be. Ooh, that is nice, Mystic, especially to go with your new apartment. Alright, so I know there are like battles and stuff in the Pokemon Mansion. I'm completely ignoring them. I'm going straight for the Trophy Garden because I want a Pokemon. This is what I want. By the way, Route 212, Quagsire, Pokemon Mansion. Oh my gosh, so much saving. Yo, you got a problem sometimes there, sir. Alright. What you think I'm gonna get? Anyone got a guess? So let me throw Barrel up front, as it is my Pokemon to help me catch Pokemon associate at the moment. Oh. I already have a Pikachu. Maxwell from that, I would love to see how that would play. Azeroth, that sounds I love that idea though. Electric sacks in its cheeks are small. If even a little electricity leaks, it becomes shocked. What should we call it? It's a girl. Yeah, well, she could turn into Raichu. There are way better electric types. And again, I already have a Pikachu, who I care for much more. Hey, don't worry about it, Azeroth. And no, Breathe, that's fine. If Mihan were here, I'm sure he would have one. Puka's kind of nice, like Puka Shell. I could also go for the symmetry and call it Infernape. Though we've done that joke before with Machop and Ponyta. Our Ponyta and Machop, respectively. Well, I caught Ponyta first, the Machop. Not Machop the Ponyta. That was second. Machop the Ponyta was second. Ponyta the Machop was first. Arceus, of course, always appropriate. I mean, if there's any Pokemon that, you know, comes close to God, it's, you know, Pikachu. At least their marketing would suggest as such. What? Pikachu's not the best Pokemon in the games ever? This is surprising news to me. It's everywhere. I mean, in the absence of any outright suggestion, I think Puka is the nicest name. I like it. Now, admittedly, I very likely will not use this Pichu. I'm probably just gonna leave it in a box. But we caught it. And I'll probably try and get its friendship up enough to evolve it. Just so I can, you know, not have to, if I ever have to use it, not have to worry about doing that later. Because I can just stick it in my party and walk around a bunch while doing other stuff. It'll be fine. Anyways, we cleared Pastoria and Route 212. We cleared, or we finished the rest of the stuff we needed to on Route 213. Leveled up our Pokemon a nice amount. Let me think. The question is, do I want to do a little more to get Ilessa just a hair stronger? Because we've got 5 badges. Oh, I should shine my badges, first of all. I haven't done that in a minute, and they're probably dirty. Oh, they're actually doing good, because I did shine them once, off air. Alright, let's get that Fen badge nice and pretty. What level is F? We're trying to get a move. No. I'm just trying to get myself a nice cushion on levels so that I can train my other Pokemon. I really do miss the shiny badges. I think it's a great feature. Yeah, you can shine the badges. Hence that squeegeeing sound. Alright, you did not belong here. Go. Be relegated. And you too. Until Gastrojon dies again, I don't need you. Yes, and they also can play a scale. Here, I'll show you. They have many purposes. Yeah, this is something that I think should have come back. I'm surprised they didn't even do it in Gen 5, honestly. I'm sad that they got way less creative with the badges. Like, as of, like, Gen 6, well, I mean, in 7 they didn't have badges. But as of Gen 6, it was like, oh, it's the Psychic badge and the Fire badge. And then, same deal in 8, it was, you know, these are the metal. It's like, they used to be like, Cobble and Fen and Marsh and Soul and, like, they used to be interesting. They used to be another source of creativity. I don't think it was in Gen 5. No, I don't think so. Yeah. I hope 46 is enough. I thought 41 was enough, and it wasn't. Now, could I have strategized better? Could I have healed Gastrodon, instead of, letting it take its licks against that Prinplup. I'm gonna go back and watch that because I swear I got the most unlucky on that. The most unlucky. Yeah. But, so I think, yeah. I think 46 will be enough. Here's what I'm gonna do, because Ilessa is halfway to a level right now. I'm gonna go... I'm gonna go back to Veilstone and quickly hit that, that bug and grass guy up. Yeah. But I wanna be immune to the bad luck. Project Stark, hello, hello, how are you? Or what I could do, I could just go to Celestic Town now. It definitely is harder. Okay. Let's, because Celestic Town isn't another catchable route away, and it would be nice to have the trainers there as also potential targets. See if I can get someone that's better than the people at Veilstone. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, Rizzo. Stare into the void. Oh, and now you absolutely should. Let's do that. We'll run a little late tonight. It's fine. I took yesterday off, so let's do it. You got New Horizons! Oh, that's so exciting! I hope you've already started playing. Oh my gosh. I wonder how many people got New Horizons for Christmas. There will probably be a good number of folks. Wait, did you just get the Nintendo Switch for Christmas too? Because if so, that's super exciting. I've done that before, Azeroth. I've definitely done that before. Surprised F is only level 42. I would have expected 43 at least by now. By the way, the Pokemon in the daycare are still hemmed to the same restrictions as the rest of my Pokemon. Like, I will not let the Pokemon in the daycare out-level any of the Pokemon that I have on my, team. So when F hit level 41, I took it out of the daycare last time. I would like to use the secret potion. Goodbye. Ooh, I did use Giratina one of the times I beat Platinum. Giratina is just handy as a pivot because it's got nice bulk. And great typing. Great defensive typing. Oh good. Use the secret potion I gave you. Sedek are known to suffer from chronic headaches. But no one's been able to figure out what triggers the headaches. Oh, yes. Can I ask you a big favor? I want you to deliver this old charm to my grandma in Celestic Town. There's some rare Pokemon between here and Celestic Town, so it'll be worth your while to go. Cool. Ooh. Nick, that's... I don't know that that's a hot take, but that's a take given how many legendary Pokemon there are in Gen 4. I gotta say Darkrai I feel is up there. I see now, Priya. Yeah, so 4 and 5 are the ones you're missing. My grandmother has this sort of bossy atmosphere about her. I think you'll recognize her right away. Yeah, I'm sure you will. She's the elder of Celestic Town. The location, look on your town map, you can't miss it. Okay, I'm counting on you. See you again down the road. And so this isn't like a separate route or nothing. Oh, you know what I will need here though is Defog. And I lost my Defog bird. I'll go get Otis. Yeah, I mean, Dragon Ghost is kind of hard to compete with. Toy Giratina. Oh, I'm so sorry you lost it though. That's amazing, Azeroth. Was it, which form was it? Was it the one with the legs or the one without? I've caught Giratina in a Dusk Ball before, which is one of my proudest accomplishments. And I'm not surprised that the Switch emulator isn't good. It takes a little while for emulators to catch up. And it's for the best. Like, I can condone emulating older games a bit more when they're not as readily available, or the working carts that are available are prohibitively expensive. You know, you support as much as you're able. Like, you shouldn't use emulators to get around purchasing games, but where it's irresponsible or infeasible and you're still interested in the game, it becomes a vaguer case. Like the utility and disutility, because it's no longer supporting the companies that made them, it's supporting the second or third hand sellers. Okay, I'm just gonna ditch Reflect, because Otis isn't gonna be main team, and I can reteach it. I see Azeroth. So yeah. So the main argument towards utility of, you know, not emulating for older games is diminished, whereas, you know, the utility you gain in playing the game, you know, the benefit to you personally, I think outweighs the disutility you have by essentially shorting the, you know, the remaining holders of those the money to which they're due, which honestly they'll probably find a buyer anyway, because they're collectors. Oh, Azeroth, that hurts. I'm so sorry. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna go through the whole transfer sequence and get a bunch of Pokemon up to like a point where they're on like the cloud or whatever. That's a project. And Nopri, in that case, where your own personal copy of the game is no longer working, but you did purchase it, you did your part, and it didn't last. That, I think, is a perfectly legitimate case to use a Rowan emulator. I have a way of seeing things, a way of casting moral weight to things. And it's predicated largely upon what is the good and what is the bad in balance, rather than relying on any universalisms or any conscriptions to like law or external standards. Everything's idiosyncratic, there are gray areas, and cases that are hard to decide upon. But you know, I'm relatively well equipped to make such decisions. And I don't typically have to make, you know, big moral choices. Just little ones. Like about emulators. Azeroth, I love that. Oh, I love that as like a vestment of like childhood thinking. I'm one of the ninja trio. Being discovered means I must battle. No, I adore that. I feel like I must have done something similar. That's one of those things where it's like you think you're being so clever, and it's like, why aren't you attacking like I'm a Seedot? Why aren't you using flying type attacks? See, now Pokemon start using Sucker Punch against you. That's one of the other dangers of this gen. Oh, for the love up. Yeah, and again, now Priya, especially for games that you've already purchased, that I feel is, like, I feel again that that's a legitimate use. I personally don't really care for emulators Not because I have something against them inherently. Because again, I can see lots of legitimate uses, but I don't want to use them because I don't want to bork my computer. I'm not tech illiterate by any stretch, though it may seem like it sometimes based on how I run this show. But it's also like, it's software that you're essentially downloading not through legitimate means, and I have a healthy amount of fear for, you know, expensive things that I put a lot of money into. Or what I think to be a healthy amount of fear. And I don't lose anything by not, you know, using emulators. Or at least I don't lose anything that I would miss. Like Zelda randomizers, for example. I'm not really terribly interested in playing them, ever. I watch people play them, certainly. And that's enjoyable. But for me, I might one day, but it doesn't hold the same... I don't want to play the same game over and over again, but just weird. Know what I mean? I say it right now as I'm doing a Pokemon Platinum challenge, but the point being, I don't want to play the same game night in, night out, just with like a puzzle on top that you're sort of figuring out. Because then the game becomes the puzzle of like, how do I get to this thing, that thing, that thing? And if I want to do that kind of logic puzzling, there are other sources. From video gaming, I seek novelty or unique challenge. Novelty in new games I play, unique challenge in coming back to old games and throwing some twist on top. So doing a randomizer once could be interesting, but doing a randomizer all the time... But at the same time, I'm not so interested in that sort of puzzle. Or at least not presented that way. And Azeroth, it's good to do such things. My Leaf Green, my copy of Leaf Green. This is my very first Pokemon game. It is a Nuzlocke Mages, yes. If you want to see the full set of rules with which I'm using... No, that's not properly conjugated. If you want to see the full set of rules I'm using, let me just get you the link. There you go. Oh, Mages, thank you for the host. Yes, absolutely. Using emulators for speedruns, I think, is a great thing, because then they can practice specific segments. And for games without, you know, like, saving at any point, like Pokemon games, Gen 4 is fantastic. Mages, I'm sorry, are you new? In which case, welcome. And if they're your second favorite, what is your first favorite? Yeah, like, I can absolutely see the utility in that. And again, it's likely that that person owns a legitimate copy of the game, and I think any time where someone owns a legitimate copy of the game, perfectly valid to use an emulator of it. I'm just... I see Mages. Got it. And Black and White too. Solid choice. I love Gen 5. I'm glad to be automatically cool. I don't feel as though I deserve that moniker, but I'll take it. Okay, so I found two of them. Where's the third fella? There he is. Yeah, but so I'm not immensely personally interested in things like randomizers. And I don't know why. But it's something that's sort of baked in to me. I like the legitimate experience of the game, or the sort of intended experience of the game, and then throwing things on top of that, rather than taking elements that were not intended to be, and you know, messing with those. Yeah. Mages, I talked about that case earlier. Games that are old and prohibitively expensive, where you're no longer supporting the people who made the games, and therefore you're just, you know, you're lining the pockets of whoever is doing the reselling. There's, you know, the utility given in purchasing the game is diminished, because you're not supporting the actual, you know, game maker. Yes, also games that never came out in the US. I think those are absolutely a legitimate case to use emulators if you want to experience those games. You know, because unless you get like a PAL copy of, if they came out in, you know, an English-speaking PAL region country, you know, unless you go to that extent, you know, you will have no opportunity to experience it. All right, I really think Ilesa's. I think 47's good. I think 47's good. I'm gonna train Mulan for a bit. With some Digimon games, yeah. Mother 3. I already did it. Sir, I did that. Did you not notice? Yeah, but so. Like, there are many, many cases where I think it's okay. Where I think it's, like... Where I personally... And again, morality is personal. Where I personally draw the line on the use of them, and where I think it is wrong for other people to use them, but I'm not going to make the choices for them. Obviously, I can't. Is to use it to play games that are currently being sold, by the people who made the games, and are used as a way to just circumvent having to pay money to support the people who make the games that you like to play. Because that is something that you should do. It is good for, you know, for things that you like. It's good for, you know, the economy, the stores that are selling them, yada yada yada. But I'm not really treading any new territory. And it's the same thing with like streaming television programs. Like, if there is a legitimate way to watch a show that requires a non-cumbersome, you know, financial commitment, like say you can rent it on Amazon, then yeah, I'll likely do that versus trying to find a site that has it on some, you know, like video player. But in the absence of reasonable, legitimate means, if I still would garner utility by watching it, I'll search for less than legitimate means. I mean, Mages, we were talking about Switch emulation earlier, and that it is a thing, even if it's not, like, great. Yeah. I have relatively little case examples of where emulating older consoles, older than, say, Wii U, strikes me as wrong. I mean, where you can, you might still try and find a local game shop to support and buy the games through there. But those are the, you know, that's the choice that I make. Not the choice that everyone has to make. Yeah. Doing it for mods. I would say, Mages, if you're doing that, I would only do it if you'd already bought a copy of the game. Like, if you're emulating it to get better performance, if it's a new game, you should still support the people who made it while you can. Yeah, no, I know Mages, but I'm saying, like, in that example, the presence of cool mods itself, for me, the extra utility that you gain on that, is not enough to outweigh the disutility you cause by not going through with the legitimate transaction. Oh. Nick, did they go under, or have you just not been able to go? Hey, Mages, that is solid. I don't know how we got on a full moral treatise of when emulation is okay and not. This is an interesting segment. Normally Saturdays are my talkie nights because we play Animal Crossing. What is able to go? I don't like that at first. I have a feeling that I'm gonna find out that it was closed. I don't mind it though. I don't mind that it... 3 houses. Solid Mages. I still have 3 houses unopened from last Christmas. Oh gosh, Christmas is already passed and I haven't started playing Fire Emblem. Oh, normally I would have by now. Oh my gosh. Oh no, Nick. Oh, that's too bad. Do you know what they did? What your local game shop did? Did they, like, liquidate everything, or did they, like, try and move somewhere else, or are they sort of in a holding pattern? Very good, Azeroth. Very good. They have an e-reader? No kidding, not pro yet. And so did they, like, let people use it, or are they selling it? Oh my gosh, it would be so cool as a local game shop to have, like, an e-reader that people could come in and use. Obviously not now, but, like, in the future. Selling it. Oh my gosh. I think they should, like, preserve that. Truly. People able to come in, bring their stuff. Use it maybe at a nominal fee. If they had, like, 3... Okay, yeah. They should keep one. They should keep one. It should be like a library. Should be able to use the microfiche machine when you need to. You don't need to buy the whole microfiche machine. Alright, that'll do. And Nick, I hope not. You know, I hope they crop up somewhere else around your city, but it's truly too bad. Yeah, the independent game stores that I use near me, there are 3 in the greater Columbus area. And they're each in, like, you know, storefronts, so not like inside a mall. I do not want Future Sight. Keep your old moves. Thank you, Mulan. So, Mages, in that case, I think it's a case where, like, truly, you should just not. You should play something else, you know, that you already own. Or you should, you know, wait until you have the money to purchase one of those legitimately. Even in a situation where you can't buy it, I think the disutility outweighs the utility in that situation. And that's one of the cases where I think it's a little to emulate. Oh. Nick, that's a great lineup. I have fond memories of my local game shop because it's where I got my, how do you get up there? Where I got my PlayStation 2 for free. By pure luck and chance. been hanging around a little longer than I should have. Have I told that story recently? I know I told it on an Animal Crossing night, but I can't remember if that was this year or last year. Okay, I need a double battle Pokemon, so give me Eigengrau. Oh my gosh. How much does a copy of Conquer's Bad Verde run for nowadays, Nick? Yeah. Ezra, that's exactly what I'm saying. Just play what you got for right now. Yeah, Mages, where an old game that's no longer being sold first party becomes prohibitively expensive, that's one of the cases where you can make an argument. I can make an argument. One can make an argument. This kind of gonna work. Maybe I want Mulan not. I'm gonna throw in Elessa, get myself a few more levels clear. I'm gonna go ahead and confuse that Raichu. But also, can't you buy the Fire Emblem games on like the eShop? Because then you can get them first party. And you don't have to worry about the physical card. Now, for those people who like physical media, I mean, well, then they're not going to emulate anyway. Oh, you can, okay. Yeah, regional differences, and there's understandable. Things may not have sold as well there, and that would make them more expensive. $2008, 60, yeah, so it's probably like 100, 110, 120 now, if I had to guess. Given that Conquerors is definitely one of those games that they will never re-release. 65 on the eShop is, I think, fair. I mean, trust me, it's a lot for what it is. I don't love how much damage Elessa has taken. But I just, I choose Paralyzed, so. Supply and demand. That's an easy one. Pokemon games hold their value like nobody's business. If you want like a legitimate copy of Pokemon Platinum now, you're gonna pay more than you had to pay when it was new. Some games just hold their value. Yeah, no, finding a local game shop that will sell things at a reasonable price is so valuable. Like there's actually a used game shop in my town that is closer to me than the game shops that I actually go to. And the reason I don't use them, the reason I do not use them is they mark up their prices and they don't give very fair prices on like if you're selling a game back. Like it was like when I went to buy Pokemon Emerald, my copy of Pokemon Emerald, which I used or I use occasionally on stream. I looked at several game vendors around the greater Columbus area, and the shop that I had gone to in the past that I really liked, the one that I use now for everything, was $10 less for Pokemon Emerald than was the used game shop that's in my town. And so that just, it tells you something about the quality management. Also, one of the things I like, and maybe this is just because, one time, long time ago, separate life, I did go to business school. They do negotiate. So if I ever want to get a little extra money off, but normally I just pay full price to support them because I dig them, especially this year. Yeah, it's too bad when they're close like that, Nick. I used to sell games, Azeroth. I keep them all now, especially now that I have, full income. Yeah, Mage's Fire Emblem is an odd case for a lot of reasons, I would say. Let me heal Mulan. Oh. Trading card shops, I feel like, are really... That's a hard racket to run. Because I feel like that's even more niche than video games. And yeah, there's... You got good markup. But the demand pool is much smaller. Oh, no, it's really good to find helpful people in a game shop like that. That is rare. Hold on to that. Yeah. I don't think I have too many games that I regret having sold. I mostly kept my good games. I sold ones that were like, Zenobia, hello. How are you? Yeah. I got into Fire Emblem because I got Sacred Stones as part of the Ambassadors program. This is my Ambassador 3DS. And so I was like, I had never played any of the games in the series before, and they just gave me one, and I was like, okay, I'll play this, sure. I think it was one of the best games that came with the Ambassador program, truly. Fire Emblem is definitely guilty of that, Mages. Definitely guilty of splitting the games to milk extra money. Oh my gosh, the Animal Crossing cards? Don't. I mean, people love their villagers. Those things are going to be ridiculous. Ooh, yeah, Starvey would have been good to keep. Draw to Life. Was that the DS series, or was that the one on the Wii with the draw pad? No, that was U-Draw. Ooh, Swagger. Yeah, it's good that they revised their strategy. Because I think Three Houses was very universally well received for its amount of content and for its, unique moves on the Fire Emblem formula. Not that I know much, given that I haven't played it and I haven't been spoiled to it. Ooh. Now, given you're a fan of Toho, I would say that sounds like a good investment. Promo Pass! I probably would be okay sending in Roselia, right? Why you gotta paralyze me? Who hurt you? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Zenobia, did you keep those, or did you try to resell them? Because $1,000 markup over the course of a year? I know some peers of mine from school who would kill for that kind of rate of return. Oh, and that's fair enough for you. And responsible that you're considering the amount of room that you have to put your things. Yeah, I think if I do Three Houses, I'm probably going to do one. I'll do one route, I will pick it carefully, and I will enjoy it immensely. Or maybe I'll do one and like the special route, because I know there's a special route. That makes about as much sense to me. Mages, I don't know. I think Pokemon can get away with it because they've done it forever. That said, they're definitely using it to get a little extra money. But, you know, the payoff they get is they make the games different. And they've done, I think, more as we've gone on to make the games increasingly, I have so many paralyzed Pokemon. Do I have paralyzed heals? Like they keep making sure that the games are sufficiently different as to justify the fact that they're separate games. And trading is still a core mechanic of Pokemon. Oh my gosh. Zenobia, if they were like amiibo cards. At one point we thought like that's what e-reader was gonna be, right? That's not, Nick, I don't think that's inevitably true. True, not pro yet. Well, maybe with a little tidying you could find some space for it. I'm sorry, I'm reading chat a little out of order, but it's a fun conversation. I can't comment on Sun and Moon, Azeroth, because I didn't play them fully. But, Sword and Shield, I think, are a little empty, not because there are 2 games, but because the development time was rushed. I think Sword and Shield could have been great if they had another year. But Nintendo needed a before Black Friday release that year, and they bumped Animal Crossing. I think they ended up getting very lucky with the choice they had made. Because Animal Crossing's release was timed remarkably. Yeah, I do miss the age, Azeroth, of a third game that is the best of the original 2, built out with more features. The Emeralds and Platinums, I miss. Nice Shadow Ball. Yeah, you definitely could see the spots where they cut corners. And even then, all the corner cutting they did, and they still gave us, a game that, a story I don't particularly care for. And, they didn't bring back all the Pokemon. I'm not saying they have to bring back all the Pokemon. I think at some point it would become unsustainable. But I don't think the point was now. I think they could have done it, and they had to rush it, and I think it should have happened down the line. I don't think it should have happened last year. Yeah. No kidding, Nick. That's one that Nintendo's gonna be like, well, this year, on their financial statements, is gonna be like, this year is unusually good, project downwards. Well, Azeroth, I actually disagree with that. Black and White 2 were actual sequels. In the way that, really in the way that Gold and Silver were to Red, Blue, Yellow. Because it takes place later, it continues the story, and there are Pokemon changes, even though there's, and changes to the landscape, even though the base region is still there. Yeah. I mean, if you would have told me that there would be another supply shock on Nintendo Switches that would mean that they would have to go on back order again before this year, I would have been like, what are you talking about? We're already multiple years into the sales cycle. There's no way that will happen. But not very if the world had other ideas. I actually, a little personal story, a personal finance story. I, earlier in the year, invested a smidgen in Nintendo, and made a nice return when I sold the stock around the time when the PS5 was releasing. So, if that says anything. Stunky. Ugh, I have nothing good for a Stunky. I would throw an Alessa, but I'd worry about Aftermath. I guess we'll just throw Eigengrau. Yeah, Nick, this is what I'm saying. Like, I think Sword and Shield are fine games, but they're not very good Pokemon games. And yeah, I do think they've gotten a bit more heavy in tutorial focus, and they made the games easier since Gen 5. That's just point and parcel true. Like, you cannot compare... Gen 5 is the hardest that Pokemon will ever be. I feel comfortable saying that. Or at least the hardest they'll be in the base game. Like, after that, they corrected hardcore, rightfully or wrongfully, and my personal sentiment is wrongfully. Yes, yes, I did not pro yet. And Nick, the sentiment you're saying, they tried to emulate the idea of Britain so much they forgot to do other important things. Yeah, I think that was a big focus. And I think it is to their detriment. Come on, I can growl. Yeah. And there are some things in Gen 8 that they did right. The wild area, I think, a marvelous concept that I hope to see them expand on. The idea of an open expanse that you can explore at your leisure, that you can use to get really overpowered, is interesting. And plainly more realistic. And, you know, what they could do in the future, if they wanted to, is they could make the game adjust. You know, they could have the gym leaders be on essentially a sliding scale of difficulty, where if your Pokemon are of X level, their Pokemon will also be of X level, sort of the way that they handled monsters in Final Fantasy VIII. So I'm not so sure that I've seen a single trainer here that I would come back to for continued training. I really still think the best place is going to be just south of Veilstone against that guy with the grass and bug types. 'Cause it's 35 experience points a pop. Or 3,500. Yeah, and Adsworth, I'm right there with you as far as like why they made the changes they did, which is, you know, Gen 5 was a bit harder, a bit less kid-friendly. And so in Gen 6, they hard corrected and made the games way easier to get kids into it more. Just counting on adults sticking with it, those of us who have, based really sheerly on habit. Yeah. Nick, that's where I think DS era Pokemon had something going that they are never going to be able to replicate. Which is, they had essentially 3 solid series of games running, as well as a bunch of other side games that they were still putting out and doing 2 releases a year. Getting, you know, Mystery Dungeon games and Ranger games and, you know, all the puzzle and Pokeparks in between. And still hitting numbers with their, like, main releases. Like, they had something going then that I don't think they'll be able to rekindle. Am I almost there? My Pokemon are a bit beat up. Could use Otis for a battle. Or I could heal Alessa. I'll heal Alessa. Yeah, I ascribe no specific blame to, like, any of the companies involved, Nick. Oh, shoot, wrong Pokemon. Whatever. I'll buy more Hyper Potions. Yeah. Yeah, like, those sorts of games, like Pokemon Conquest, they experimented more in that era. And I think Pokemon Conquest was immensely interesting. I can't personally bear to play it because it reminds me of being sick, but that's my own darn fault and my own negative association. Oh,
I'll battle one last time with you, then I'm retiring as a trainer.
a lot of companies were licensed to make Pokemon games. I don't necessarily see why they couldn't do that now. They should... I mean, obviously there's different development constrictions, but they could do something. Right. I mean, they could port Rumble. Personally, I don't love Rumble, but... yeah, Pokemon Snap. That's interesting. That I like as a move for them. Because I think that's a thing that people have been asking for since, like, the Wii U. And yeah, I know, Nick, but... I think to some extent their protectiveness, and this is... tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme with Nintendo. But their protectiveness of their IPs and their reticence to embrace some of the more traditional growths in the gaming industry, will be some part of why they will always have mixed success. Nintendo is this odd combination of, like, traditionalistic and innovative at the same time. Like, Nintendo's corporate structure is highly, highly based on traditional Japanese companies. It's a little paternalistic. It's hard to rise. But at the same time, they do things like the Wii and the Switch, where it's something completely different to try and correct for something that wasn't quite hitting the right way. And they stumble on gold. But they also get stuck in the mud sometimes. I guess mud and gold are things that tend to go together. If Nintendo were able to use its creativity, that it clearly has, to the effect that it could actually, be brought to, rather than sometimes getting stuck. I think they'd be a better company for it. On that note, my neighbors are trying to sleep. Yeah. That's, that goes to show you right there, Nick. My neighbors are my parents' Azeroth, so I'm sensitive to them. I'm currently not living in my own apartment. Oh, little Squidboy, thank you. I'm so sorry you're coming in right at the end. Yeah. Once I get back to my apartment, I can run a little longer. But this is actually about as far as I wanted to get. Oh, and Little Squid Boy, thank you so much. If you're interested in coming back, we play Platinum on Mondays and Fridays usually. And other games on, other days of the week. But so, folks, thank you so very much for joining me this evening. I've had a wonderful time. I hope you have too. I'm going to set you on a raid. And tonight, I actually have a rare opportunity. Nintendo is a friend of Stevie's. Stevie, of course, being one of my mods, so I think I'm going to send you on the raid there. So I do hope you'll go and say hello. He's playing Super Mario Sunshine. And I do hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, an excellent tomorrow, and I'll be back tomorrow night with Earthbound. Alright, night everyone.